fast start for your team.
Yeah.
You got out quickly, and then it seemed when Russell Westbrook came into the game that changed the whole complexion of it, and their defense was really, really good tonight.
Yeah, they were good. They were the more forceful team, like you said, Graf. I thought when Russ entered the game, their second unit, they played with a lot of force and just thrust up and down the floor, and it changed the game.
You've had some teaching moments this year. You know, you've been a resilient team after some tough losses. Is this going to be one of those teaching moments again to respond after a game like this?
For sure. It's definitely a teaching moment. You know, you lose a game and you want to see what you did well and see what you need to improve on. But at the end of the day, we don't want to be an emotional team and hang our hats by every single win and loss. We got to stay the course. And tonight they were the better team.
Yeah, you guys put up 15 points in the second quarter. It looked like just the offense kind of dried up those last 6 minutes. So what did you see overall offensively in that quarter?
They were physical. They were aggressive. They had their hands on us. They mixed up their defensive coverages. They blitzed some pick and rolls. They switched some pick and rolls on us, and it just took us out of what we wanted to do. And you know, we were a step slow tonight.
Z stayed on the bench after coming out with that right leg contusion. Was that more just a kind of precautionary thing as you guys get ready for this road trip or anything like that?
I'm not sure. I just know that, you know, he pulled himself and, you know, it's a right leg contusion. That's as far as I know right now.
And it was something that happened in the third, or was it before halftime?
I think it was before halftime. Yeah.
And, what did you think about just the way they executed in half court? That's an area y'all have been really good in, half court defense, but it seemed like they just had a lot of success slowing the game down and getting the shots they wanted. Yeah,
they were good. Their isolation basketball is you know, superb. Their ability to shot fake, drive, kick, get open threes. Give them credit. They came in and they did what they needed to do to win. They were a more forceful team. They executed a bit better than us, and it wasn't our best game at all.
Coach, you mentioned that the force was missing tonight.
Yeah.
What about the pace? How do you feel about the pace? I don't think you guys got your first fast break points until third quarter.
It was slow. You know, we were a step slow. And, look, I can look out on the floor and, you know, maybe it's fatigue or something like that. But at the end of the day, I don't want to take anything away from the Clippers. They dominated the game after the first 5 minutes. We have to be better. We know it. Our guys in the locker room know it. And we'll come in tomorrow, watch film, get on the floor and work.
Coach, midway through the second quarter when they started making that run, seemed like there's a chance for a timeout, 5.5 minutes left, but you let them play through that, you know, their issues, like 2.5 left. Just like your thought process on letting them play through those issues, especially since the regular season now, and learning the lessons for that.
Yeah, for sure. I think sometimes it's a feel thing. There's times that, you know, you take a timeout to get reorganized. And with the way we've been playing lately, I wanted to give our group a chance to play with some flow and some rhythm and get up and down the court and not call a timeout and let their half-court defense get set. So none of that stuff worked. They were the better team once again.
Yeah, and to that half-court defense, you started out hot, but then only 2 assists the rest of the first quarter, I think, over the whole first quarter. You made 2 pointers inside the three-point arc on that second quarter. Just what were they throwing at you that kind of got you off your rhythm?
They're handsy. They're a handsy, physical defensive team. And if we don't play with force, slip screens, get into our offense quickly, and we want to play isolation basketball, that can be difficult against this type of team. You got to move them side to side. You got to shot fake, drive, kick, drive, kick. And then the dominoes will fall. And tonight, we didn't do a good enough job of that.
And to re-clarify the Zion, did you say he pulled himself like it was his call on going back in and out? He checked himself out there?
Yes. Yeah. He just was like, you know, I'm not going back in. So.
Coach, you talked about not becoming too emotional after wins and losses, but you kind of use games like this as a barometer to kind of see where your team is, especially against a team that's playing so well coming into here.
We definitely wanted to meet the challenge, and we didn't meet the challenge. They've been playing well, we've been playing well, and they came in and just kicked our butts. Okay, thank you.
All right. For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican Postgame Report. Much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all being in this live. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and by all means, feel free to hit the notification bell as well. PPR. We in this thing, man. Shout out to brother Judah. Says Lexxah said it last game. Was about what happened when y'all was laughing? Boy, was she right? Willie not ready. Bad rotation again. Now you lost sign. Shaking my head. Thank you, Judah. Appreciate the super chat, sir. Clippers clip Pelicans wings 111-95. This one. We in this thing, PPR. We're gonna recap the thing. I'm Big Q. We got DC and Lex in the place as well. Man, what can I tell y'all on this one, fam? Gonna let Lex start off here. DC, feel free to back Lex up on this one. I just want to hear. I just want to hear what Lex got to say.
Why you want to start with me first?
I want to hear
Hey,
what
Lex, we all know
You
we
know
have
what
to
I'm saying?
start with you first after the $5 super chat. Come on now.
Lex.
All right,
The
DC,
floor,
I
the
got
floor is
Go
yours.
ahead and stand on your
DC,
flag, baby. You're like
DC, I got a trivia for you.
what's up?
What's my C word? Come on. I like to,
Consistency.
and I like to be that, don't I?
Yeah, you've been consistent.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Look, I like when the Pelicans win. Okay, I want everybody to understand that. But it's so important to keep things in perspective. The Lakers, a 500 team. They're not really doing too hot. Yes, we needed that win. But again, keeping things in perspective, they're a 500 team who's not doing very well. Second team we beat, what was it, the Nets? How are they doing? They're not doing too hot. We were supposed to win that game. Played well against them. Utah, I'm sorry, Nets was the third game. Utah before them. Utah, they had our number. But looking at the perspective of everything, Utah's not doing well. They're not even in the playing picture. They're the lower seeds. They're one of the worst teams in the West right now. The Nets, one of the worst teams in the East. We played well against the T-Wolves, which is, again, number one seed in the West. They're playing very well right now. The thing is we beat three teams that were not really doing well. Two of them kind of, one of them really embarrasses. The other one, they've been having our number. But again, looking at the whole scope of things, these teams weren't really all that. That's why I wasn't celebrating those wins. We're supposed to win those games. T-Wolves, that was a tough one. That was a good win. But guess what, everybody? Again, against the better teams. And again, it's not like we're going to win all these games, but look at the drop-off. Look at the drop-off. The drop-off was really bad tonight. One thing I said in our last show is that this team is not yet known as a three-point shooting team. We're not known for that. What's the strength on this team? It's the inside game. Right off top, I noticed that they were actually kind of going away from that. They were, and then again, Slim said it. Second quarter, I know everybody saw that lineup. I know everybody saw that lineup. Horrible lineup. What is Jose doing guarding Daniel Tice? Why was he guarding Paul George? That was a horrible lineup. I know Jose, he's a great defender, you all, but come on, man. I mean, it's not just, you gotta make it make sense. I mean, that was just a bad lineup that he put out there. But really, all in all, like, you already know how I feel about Willie. I don't want to go into that too much because, I mean, it's pretty obvious. This team is not gonna it's not gonna go that far with him at the helm when you have games like this. I can be the head coach and the team blows somebody out, And hey, yeah, we won. You know, I'm a good coach. You know, ain't nobody gonna look at me. Just like there ain't nobody looking at him when the team blows somebody out. But when you really have to coach, you really have to make adjustments. You see that Ty Lue has made adjustments, and you saw his adjustments right away. And then the second quarter, they just opened it up. Like, I was like, man, I really like what they're doing. I really like what's his name? Comes off the bench. Russell Westbrook. He really changed the complexity of the game. I mean, he's really embracing his role coming off that bench. But I mean, we knew that they could shoot. The energy was really lackluster. The energy wasn't there to me. I feel like they were warming up in the game instead of just really coming out and playing. But I could tell right off top that the team, like, I was like, man, they are reverting back so bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just they called up all the flaws. They called up all their flaws up, and it's like, I don't know. They didn't look the same as they played against Minnesota. It was like night and day, split personalities. But I mean, yeah, that's all I got. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, everybody knows what's going on, man. I mean, what's that C word again, DC?
Consistency.
Curry chicken.
That's what's killing us.
The Curry
This
chicken
team is
or the
not going to be
consistency?
taken seriously
I think
until they're
consistency.
consistent.
Well,
It's
listen, Lex.
too much of a drop off.
And listen, tonight it wasn't a good night, man, for the Pelicans. The second quarter, it started doubling down on BI. It changed everything. The Pelicans had no answer for that. And about time they finally figured something out, they were trailing by what, 15 points, 16 points?
Yeah, they
When
took
did they
way too
figure
long to
something out?
adjust out of that. But BI
Right.
never really got it going all game. No, that what they did.
I don't
to
think
him
nothing
put
was
him
ever figured out. There
Nah.
was no. They were basically swimming in mud.
Well, we figured out Hawk can actually score because he pretty much tied JV for.
No, we already knew that. Willie just didn't know that. Come on now.
Well,
Come on,
maybe Willie figured it out, Lex. You know he adjusts slow.
man,
But
we do not need no ADD people on this.
Lakers, wait, hold up. What you gotta let Jay Black talk, man. He be coming with it.
Oh yeah.
Dame too. We sitting here, big Q. All right, Q. We are 2-1 against the Clippers. Damn, this is an overreaction. Okay.
No.
Jay
it ain't no
Carvello,
overreaction.
major
I
overreaction.
disagree.
Jerry, I'm frustrated.
But we've seen this before, you all. Didn't we just go on a 4-game winning streak? And there was a huge drop off.
Yeah, but so I guess to lean a little bit into that point of it being a slight overreaction. I wouldn't say
It's an
major.
overreaction, really, when this team got flattened tonight, dude.
Nah, they
it's-
did.
Yeah,
it was embarrassing,
Hey,
but
bro, come
Come
on.
on,
this
man.
this
I
is
mean,
this
that's
is
not
wait.
That
over.
overreaction. I don't get that, fam.
Hold up, I gotta somebody gotta speak for the other side. But
I'm gonna let them in here and after we go through the stats. But go ahead, DC.
my only thing with this is this particular team. Everything Lex to me what she's saying is on point. Like a lot of adamant points. We did, beat some good teams. I'm definitely not downplaying the Minnesota game. We did, get on a winning streak against some teams that weren't doing well. Even though it is the Lakers, they're probably playing the worst they played all season. Okay, whatever. The Clippers, though, to me, this one, I need to see something again to make me kind of overreact. The Clippers are a team that we have dominated and completely embarrassed over the course of maybe the last 3 years. If we could pull up the record on how many times we've beaten the Clippers, it's almost like wow. Like it almost goes into Remember when the Saints was playing Tampa Bay and we beat them twice that year, and you went to that third game and we lost it. It's so tough to beat a team 3 times. Da, 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 da. We've been handling the Clippers, man. I say, just guessing off the top of my head, over the last 10 games, we probably beat the Clippers like 8 times. So part of it, I think they had it on their mind tonight. They were aware and conscious of that, and they weren't gonna take this one lightly. Just how we had the Lakers circled on our calendar, I think this is the game the Clippers had circled on their calendar. You got James Harden, Paul George, and Kawhi. All these guys are healthy, right? They got Russ to come off the bench. Everybody knows what they're doing. The Clippers have been playing fantastic basketball. We weren't the only ones that have been playing good as of late. They have been playing good too. Now, it is embarrassing that we went in and lost in the fashion that we did. It is very embarrassing that we didn't really adjust or adapt. We definitely got outcoached this game. But I am keeping in perspective that we did play a back-to-back with Minnesota, and we had 2 awesome games. It didn't even look like they played a back-to-back. It kind of looked like, to me, this one kind of caught them. This looked like the back-to-back game right here, as opposed to how you thought they might look on the back-to-back against Minnesota on that short turnaround of travel and all of that. But ain't no excuses. We should have never lost like this. But I'm not ready to just say, oh, this is who they are. See, they never got it together. They didn't hit anything. They didn't put anything together with the consistency between Zion, BI, and CJ. And when we seeing them, score 20 and kind of, I'm not ready to say that just off of this game, because I thought this one was going to be a tough one before we played it. I thought we had a high chance to lose this game because of how well the Clippers have been playing. And I mean, at what point will the team have some pride, man? Let's be honest. The Clippers have been our pinata for a while. Last time we played the Clippers, they had a goddamn meme going around, a Zion staring over James Harden while he on the ground looking stupid. We embarrassed them people last time. They remembered it. They came back and avenged themselves. That's how it looked to me. Now we got another team. Now we got a similar track record with in the Sacramento Kings coming up on Sunday. Same type of game. They go in here and we have the same type of interaction against the Sacramento game. I'm ready to overreact a little bit. Because regardless if we win or lose that game, I don't think we should lose that game or it should look the way it did this game. Because this was just, guys were completely off. I know we didn't like the rotations. I didn't like them either. But regardless of the rotations, nobody really had anything going. Trey ain't had nothing going coming back from injury. The only person I saw a little spark from was, Hawk late in the game. You could say, well, maybe Hawk should have played, but I still don't think that would have been enough for us to win. We got out coached the way they decided to attack Zion, and let's not forget, you know what they did to BI. So y'all already pointed that out, but what about the way that they attacked Zion? How they kept forcing him to the right, and every time he went to the left, he was doubled. So they looked at him and was like, yeah, we got something for you too. And he wasn't as effective as he normally was and got hurt in the process in the first half. And then the second half, he looked timid and not quite sure of himself because he was hurt. Went out the game, didn't come back. It's a leg contusion. I don't think we lost him for a serious amount of time, but it is Zion, it is the Pels, so I do expect him to probably miss the Sacramento game. And let's see what they look like, going into the stretch against these other teams. And then everything, you saying, Lex, and everybody else in the chat who's saying, see, I told you, look. It'll all be validated then. The month of January is a proven month for us. What we see them do in January and who they consistently are this month is who they are.
I do want to say I'm not overreacting. I really am not. All I'm saying is that there was just a huge difference between the competitiveness of the games. Just I mean, there was a lot of moments where they just looked lost. A lot of moments. And I'm not in panic mode or overreacting or anything like that. I'm just saying that, like, hey, even if they would have lost this game and the game was like closer, like, because I'm looking at the game. It's not so much as, okay, I know we've been having the Clippers number. You know what I'm saying? But I'm actually just looking at this collection because the identity of this team is more so making it more personable. The identity of this team has really not been clear. It changes a lot. And that's all I'm saying. Like we just I don't feel like it's a clear cut like foundation of, hey, we know who we are, we know what we're trying to do, all that stuff. And I just don't think that's been a problem all year. That's not something that just popped up. So, I mean, even in wins, I've voiced that, even in wins, like we didn't look good in wins either. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to make that clear. Like it's looking at the game, seeing how guys are playing, seeing just the sets, and what are we trying to do out there? What are the plays? How are we responding to different situations? I'm looking at that stuff. So I just wanted to make that clear.
All right. Thank you, Lex. All right. So let's get into some of the individuals and team statistics, family. Then we'll move it along. We'll get into the Pelicans and Kings preview that comes up on Sunday afternoon. And then we'll open up the phone lines. I want to hear from some of the family members too tonight on the Pelican Postgame Report. So y'all do us a service and hit the like button. Feel free to hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber as well. Pelicans tonight shot 36% family from the field, 33 of 92 from the field. They were just over 41%, 12 of 29 shooting, 17 of 23 from the foul line for just under 74%. 43 rebounds versus 50 by the Clippers. They had 22 assists tonight, 9 to 6 on the steal situation, and the Pelicans really only had 9 turnovers tonight. The fast break points, 13 and 11, they really didn't have any points. I think at halftime, fast break points, it was like 11 to nothing or something like that. But anyway, outside of that, very disjointed game. It all kind of, like I said, we talked a lot about it just a few minutes ago. It really kind of went south in the second. As you can see, 30 to 15 was the scoring in the second period, and that really impacted what we had going on. Zion Williamson finished with 12 points and 19 minutes of action. You heard Willie said he checked himself out, then said that he's not going back in. BI had 12 points on 3 of 9 shooting, same percent field goal attempts and makes as Zion. 3 for 9. Both guys were 6 of 8 from the foul line for Zion, 6 for 7 from the free throw line for Ingram. 12 points apiece for both of those. 12 for CJ in 31 minutes. 4 of 13 from the field. 4 of 9 from downtown. 12 points, 6 boards, 3 assists. And then you had the Val, who was the top scorer, tied with the top scorer with Hawk. 13 points, 11 rebounds by Val in 23 minutes of action. And Hawk off the bench with 13 points in 6 minutes. He was 3 for 3 from downtown, hit a couple of free throws there. 9 from Najee Marshall in 17 minutes of action, and Dyson Daniels in 26 minutes of action. Didn't really give you anything offensively, only 2 points in the matchup, but 4 steals, 3 assists. He was active there. Some bad switch outs, dumb switch outs that benefited the Clippers. And of course, you look at what the Clippers did. They didn't have, they played very solidly. Credit to Tyronn Lue and the Clippers. The stars stepped up and they played. They were intelligent. And some of them bench guys really took it to the Pelicans to switch the energy. They talk about Westbrook, but Powell, when Powell came in the game, first series or so in, he was guarding. I think it was Alvarado was on him. And then he gets the ball and gets right to the cup and get a layup right off the top. Powell kills the Pelicans. So, I mean, he always has solid games against the Pelicans. 13 points from him tonight. He was plus 36 tonight for the Clippers. So 24 from Paul, and Kawhi had 19, 15 from Zubac and several other players. But like I said, they played well as a team tonight, and they snuffed out the Pelicans. Stars couldn't get anything going. We could not adjust. So that's some of it. DC, Lex, I know y'all talked a lot about stuff that y'all seen during the game. Anything else y'all want to add to this here before we switch to the preview?
Go ahead, Lex. Ladies first.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Oh, all right. Got it all off our chest. All right.
Man, I don't want it to be no overreaction. You know what
No,
I'm
hey,
saying?
listen, I said slight. You know what I'm saying? I said slight. Because they were saying it's a huge I said slight. Because I mean you're right. But my thing is I kind of looked at the Clippers as, you know, a team that could get us. Because we just came off that win, beating the, you know, best team in our conference, and we always uh play well against the Clippers. I know they ain't always healthy, but even when they were healthy, you got to go back some time. You know, we might have had a slightly different team, but we still was handling them then. But what you see tonight, man, is there's one of the ones you got to chalk it up. Zion played 19 minutes. He got banged up. CJ, his numbers don't look crazy, but he probably was the one at least earlier in the game that was playing the best. And Bi just he couldn't get nothing going, man. You got Najee that did give you a slight spark. You know, Trey 1 for 9. I think that's huge, huge. If for to beat the Clippers tonight, we'd have needed at least a 15-point game from Trey or something like that. You know, with him not being able to give us nothing, fresh off injury, you know, just getting back in the groove of things, that killed us. I don't know if Willie was maybe, I guess, cautious with just throwing him out there to the Wolves, and that's partially why we're seeing some of those lineups, because you're looking at BI surrounded by all 9 scorers. Like, I'm sitting here in front of my TV like, bro, we ain't scored in like 3-4 minutes, and ain't nobody could score out there but BI. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a disaster. Just the whole thing, man. They didn't have enough energy and effort, you know, the whole game to execute offensively. They weren't put in the best positions to succeed. And this is the outcome of that. You know, pack it up and we can move on to Sacramento, DQ.
Amen to that, brother. Amen to that, man. We is this I guess this will qualify as one of those burn it games, right? You just like the film on fire. Would that would this qualify as it?
No, because the way they play BI and the way they play Zion, I want them to continue to see that and see what they did and be prepared next time they see a defense like that. They should keep this one on repeat, in my opinion.
Keep it on repeat, DC. That's your
Go back and keep watching it, because they played excellent defense on both of them.
Well, you say watch it on repeat. I think it's a blueprint of sorts too. It's a blueprint to the rest of the NBA how to slow the Pelicans down.
Exactly.
So
That's why I want them to watch it on repeat, because you're gonna run
at
across another team and keep saying the same thing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They just gave the NBA a blueprint of how to basically stop the Pelicans. You know, if we double down on BI, what do you do? What do you guys do? How do you adjust to that? What's your plan? And like I said tonight, and I get what the family members saying. That's why I respect the commentary from all the way around. But this is something, we'll see how the team adjusts moving forward, man. Let's just say that much. But anyway, next matchup, we got the Kings coming in. The Kings they beat Orlando, I think, and they taking on Toronto right now, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I can see what time it is on the game. They playing the Raptors right now, and they beating the hell out of the Raptors by 20 at halftime right now. So 20-13 Kings up 77-57 on the Raps right now. And this is the next matchup we have. Now, we know how the Pelicans have been getting it against this team, fam. We know how that's been. They've had a lot of success against the Kings as of recent, just like we've had against the Clippers. Sacramento's no punk. They got a lot of stuff going on with them. They one of the top teams in points per game. You see them at a top 10 team with 8th in the game there. 3 points made, 3rd in the NBA. 3-pointers attempt, 3rd, 5th in assists. So they're a team that are a very exciting team to watch. So once again, knowing that what we just happened to the Clippers, knowing that they're going to definitely have it on their mind, man, when we get there to take the Kings on. How do we get the victory here? Start with you, Lex.
Well, energy. Come out with some energy right from the jump. We don't need to get off to a slow start. We need to, when the game starts, to play and not, just get off to a slow start, man. I mean, play defense. Obviously, it's a mismatch in the front court. So, definitely want to feed it to Jonas, feed it to Zion, because they've always had problems there. Contain Fox the best you can. Somebody like him, you can't totally stop him, but you can contain him, force other guys to make shots. Just make sure we're closing out their shooters and hitting the boards. Definitely got to hit the boards. Sabonis is very aggressive on the boards, but collectively, we just got to do a better job on the boards and just push the pace. I know they like to push the pace as well, but I think with this team, just matching their energy and getting out in transition, I think they're definitely gonna bring it. Obviously, we've been beating them, but they're gonna be coming in with a lot of energy. They're gonna have, like you said, DC, all those losses that on their mind that they lost to us. So they're gonna come with it. They're gonna make adjustments. We got to be ready to make adjustments to their adjustments, because obviously they're going to do something different than what they've done in the past, because those things did not work. So we just gotta. I think the biggest thing is just matching their energy, because they're gonna come in with the mindset that, hey, we got to get this team. We got to beat this team. This team has been beating us too many times. So that's basically it.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. The Pelicans right now, family, they lead the series, regular season series on the Kings 3-0. 3-0. The first matchup where they beat them 129-93, they just knocked them on out of here. Then 2 days later, they beat them 117-112. Then early in December, they beat them 127-117. So at some point, and there's 2 more games against this team. We got them on Sunday afternoon, and then another matchup in March. It's April the 11th. So yeah, so there you go. So Pelicans right now dominating this matchup thus far. DC, you got anything to add to the Sacramento matchup? We move on.
Yeah, man. Like I said earlier, this is a similar situation. Not as good of a team as the Clippers, but a good team. The main thing with Sacramento, from what I can see, man, is 3-pointers, 3-pointers, 3-pointers. Your perimeter defense is crucial against them, man. If you allow them to get those barrage of threes going, they'll bust you up, bro. Still, we got to see how they guard Bi, how they guard. Well, Zion probably ain't gonna play with the leg contusion. Not seriously, I'll be shocked if he plays as soon as Sunday. They probably hold him out for this game, and then he'll play that next game. So we got to see how they guard Bi, man. He's definitely gonna have to get it going and redeem himself, which he usually does when he has a game like this. He usually comes out the next game and kind of has a pretty damn good game next game, But Sacramento ain't they're not gonna roll over and give us this one, man. They're the team that's in front of us in the standings, as you can see right now. Just like the Clippers were in front of us, like they got something to play for. This is we lose, we beat the Clippers. We wouldn't have jumped them, I don't think, today, but it would have been right there. They ain't want that to happen. think Sacramento gonna have that same type of intensity, man. It's a little more than just a regular season game, So are the Pels gonna be able to match that energy and effort, like Lex said? I think that really is what it is. They got to play with an edge. They got to play
Say it
like
again.
what happened tonight. Really affected them deeply. They didn't like that taste in their mouth that they got tonight, and we got to see that on the court. If they come out and play like that, like it's lights out again for the Kings. But is that Pels team gonna show up, or is the Pels team of us still trying to figure it out? We working through the motions. Oh, they playing a similar defense like the Clippers played on us the other night. We're not sure if we're gonna get that Pels team. Because if we do, with the added bonus of this being a team that we done mop the floor with all season, and they're playing to keep us off their back in the standings, I believe this will be a L. So this one, I really can't predict it because it's all on the Pels, man. These were the two games going into this tough stretch of games that I thought we would lose one of them. So because I thought we would lose one and we lost to the Clippers, I'm gonna say the Pels beat Sacramento. But I don't think this is gonna be an easy game. I don't think we're gonna just run away with this one. I hope we do, but I don't see that. I didn't see that happening with the Clippers game, but I also didn't see us getting smacked upside the head and being down by 30. So I didn't call that either. But I think the Pels going there, they use that confidence they have from beating this team. They got a wake up call against the Clippers, so I think they will be focused and confident, which is a dangerous combination. And I think they get the W. But if the other Pels team I'm talking about, not sure of themselves, not know what they want to do, shows up, it's a definite L.
All right, DC. Thank you for that. That wasn't confusing at all. Thank you. All right, so
Are you
anyway,
sure? Are you sure?
I
Because that
got
was
you, man.
very condescending.
No. Actually, I got you. I got you on the back end.
Stop.
I figured it out.
Wait, hold up.
I
We got
got you, brother.
the speech class. Why are you stuttering?
No, I got you. I figured it out. I had to take me a little bit, but I got you, brother. I
It
got
did?
you. Yeah. Yes, sir. I got you. All right. So
All right,
anyway,
I'm gonna send you some ginkgo cola, bro. You need
I'm
some
I'm
supplements.
all right, brother. I got it. I don't need it. I got it. All right. So anyway, shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all being here. We're gonna get ready to open up the phone lines, man. The link is pinned to the chat, man. If you want to chime in, we won't be going very long tonight, man. We're gonna cut it off at some point, probably between 11:30 and 12. I got it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get some rest. It's been a very long day for me. But listen, we got brother Mose there. We got DJ ready to pop in. And if you guys want to pop in, hit the link is pinned to the chat. In YouTube, to my Instagram family and the rest of our Twitter family that's watching, man. If y'all want to chime in, please do. All right, so shout out to Antonio DA Dab out there in Instagram world and official Perry. I see you, fam. Appreciate y'all chiming in from Instagram and others. Much love. All right, so then we're gonna bring in brother Moles, DJ, and Jay Black is in the building. Shout out to the fam. Could y'all please make sure y'all turn y'all TVs off in the background so we can hear you clearly. Welcome on into the stream, family, tonight, and we'll start with Moles. Moles, you want to talk about carnival tricks or anything else in particular?
What's up, Mo?
Listen, Big Q, my brother, I need you to give me a little attitude tonight, man, because I appreciate the platform, man, and what you allow us to do here. But I want to give you two instances in history before I get started, man. One distant history and one not so distant history, right? Don't you know? I know you guys all know about that. I have a dream speech, the 1963 March on Washington, right? Do any of you guys know that every speaker was supposed to have 3 minutes and then come down and let the next guy speak? But when Brother Martin got up there, he got on fire and got going, and the whole format just changed. It just flipped at that point. That's how he continued for us to get that I Have a Dream speech, was most probably the greatest speech in American history since the Gettysburg Address, right?
Okay.
That's the first instance I'm gonna give you. Okay. The The second instance is just the other day, the Cat William interview with on Club Shay Shay, where he was ripping everybody head off, and Shannon was saying he came in with a format, and Cat got to talk, and he just had to rip the format up, right? So I know you guys have a format, and you do a great job at producing the show because Q is obvious you're the producer also. But I don't give a damn about no Sacramento Kings right now. I want to bust Willie ass right now on what I just saw tonight, right?
Bust
That's the
his
thing.
ass.
That's the thing. And Lex, don't you back down. Don't let them people back you off of how you feel about this. You don't have
Oh
to
no, I'm good.
conform to all of this stuff because I say it all the time, man. Willie paint by numbers. As long as everything is going okay, he's got his little format when the game start, and I'm gonna do this, and at this point of the game, I'm gonna run this one in, I'm gonna run this one in. But when you get into crisis mode, this is where people like Phil Jackson, Ty Lue. This is why Ty Lue is lauded as being one of the best coaches in the NBA, where they can make the adjustment on the run, right? Yeah, I got a game plan, but you know what I see right now? They're blitzing Brandon at the top of the key. He can't get a shot off. We can't even move the ball. The ball got stuck in his hands. We down at the end of the shot clock, and I don't have any offensive players in the game. Right? I'm gonna bring this defensive line. I'm gonna bring Jose, and I'm gonna bring Dyson, and I'm gonna bring Najee because those are the guys I normally put in at this point of the game. Man, at that point, you're supposed to tear the script up and say, you know what? I got to coach this game by feel. This is what's going on right now. So I have to adjust on the fly. I have to tear my script up. I have to put some shooters in that game and spread that court. Brandon couldn't, man. Brandon had 4 points going into the third or fourth quarter, and it wasn't his fault. There was nowhere to operate. They were all over him. The guy, those rotations, man. At one time he had Najee, Dyson, Big V, and Jose in the game at the same time. I'm like, is this man out his mind? And he's getting paid? Man, are you getting paid to do something so stupid like this? That's the thing that bothers me, man. Look, the Pelicans have a great opportunity to play in the conference championship, but you have to make some moves, man. You're not. This is not the roster that can get you to where you want to get to, right? This is the West is wide open. You have to be able to beat the Clippers. The one thing about the Clippers, bro, they got shot makers, dude. You could, man. Okay, I'm gonna put these great defenders on the court like all y'all like to talk about. In the NBA, when you got dogs who can get buckets, there is no defense for no guys who can go get buckets. Look at the history of the game. You can't stop guys who can score. Guys who can score, they gonna score. And them boys got 4 Hall of Famers over there, and they all can get buckets whenever they want to go get buckets. And you saw it tonight. You saw it tonight. So when that happened, you know what I need to do now? I need to put my offense on the court. You know why? Because my offense needs to be my defense. I need to make you hustle on defense and defend me like I'm doing on the other side against you. And that's all I'm saying, man. You can't just say, okay, these guys are great. Okay, you can't stop no Paul George when he's got it going. You can't stop Kawhi when he's got it going. You couldn't stop Michael Jordan when he got it going. You couldn't stop Kobe when he got it going. You can't stop Bird when he had it going. You can't stop Dominique when those guys got it going. Man, them guys are better than defense. That's what people have to realize in the NBA. If you ever played basketball, I know you guys have. If you're on the court and somebody can go get buckets, bro, you can knock them. You better be knocking them down and holding them because if they got it going, you done. I don't care what you doing. That's all I'm saying, man. We have to make Willie got to be better. Willie has to be better. And what y'all call him? The dude in the front office, Griff, that clown right there. Dude, you have to make moves right now. You have to go out and get a Laurie Marketing or a Tyus Jones or a Sexton or who. Put some kind of trade together, man. I don't love Jose them, dude. They okay guys. They guys, but I don't love no 3s and 5s and 3s and 4s. Man, go get me some 9s and 10s. You know what I'm saying? Go out and make the trade. Go out and bust something up and go get some, like, think about if Marketing was on our team right now. How the hell do you defend the Pels if you got a lineup of B.I., Z, I mean not Z, B.I., Zion, Herb, Trey Murphy, CJ on the court with that guy at the 5. If he was at the 5, you could not park somebody in the lane. You can't do that. You got to pick him up at the logo. Man, the court will open up. Now, all of a sudden, we scoring on people. We putting pressure on you. You got to try to keep up with us. B.I. and Z not playing bad defense right now. Them boy, man, I just think, man, If you don't make a move, you stupid, man. You can't sit there thinking that you have something that's great. Yeah, you're gonna make the playoffs. You might get lucky to win a round depending on how the draw go. Man, but I'm not in here to win no round. I'm trying to win the fight.
Okay, so my question is to you, Moses. Hey, how y'all doing, Big Q, Deluxe, and DC?
What's up, DJ?
What's up, brother?
How y'all doing? My
I'm
question
not
is to
doing
you,
good.
Moses, is who are you trading?
I can tell you who I'm not
Because I
trading, but
heard
I can tell you
a lot of
I'm not
teams
I'm
are
not
getting rid
trading
of.
Zion. I'm not trading BI. I'm not trading Trey. Okay, and maybe CJ. Everybody else, man, they can get
Jordan
the hell up
Hawkins
on
too,
out of
man.
here. And Hawkins, because he's young, right? I'm keeping him. But everybody else, bro, and man, as much as I love Herb, man, but if Herb will bring me marketing, man, Herb got to get up on out of here. What y'all want to do? Y'all just want to be okay, or do you want to win a championship? The goal is to win a
Well,
championship, dude.
Herb is not going to be enough to get marketing. You're going to have to
I'm not
trade
saying I didn't tell you he was
JV.
enough to get him. I didn't tell you he was enough to get him, right? But I'm telling you, everybody else on my roster, they can pick who they want, and they can have all of these goddamn draft choices we got that's going to amount to nothing. Man, I want
But
to
you
win
know what?
now.
But you know what, Mose?
What?
I feel you as far as wanting to win, but we still have a problem.
What's
You
the
can
problem?
bring you can bring anybody in here,
Oh,
but
Willie.
again,
Willie.
Billy cannot make the proper adjustments in the playoffs. That is the number one thing, and I keep saying that. I've heard that from Hall of Famers. They say it all the time. That's the number one thing. It's not just matchups; it's adjustments, and he does a poor job. That's the number one thing that he does a poor job doing.
Lexxah.
So I mean, you can bring anybody up in here, but you got to be able to coach them. You got to
Lexxah.
put that talent together and make those adjustments.
Lexxah. I remember one
Yeah,
time I was watching the NCAA tournament, and it's when Dale Brown was coaching LSU, and they were playing against Indiana, and LSU was beating the snot out of Indiana in the first half in the NCAA tournament. And Bobby Knight, he didn't call timeout. He said, I looked down the bench and I saw Dale Brown down there, and I knew it would be all right. That's the same thing. You look down there, you see Willie down there, I know we're going to be okay. Ty Lue coached circles around him tonight. Ty
he did.
Lue, man, you see the adjustments, because I watch every game the Pelicans play. When they would beat the Clippers, Ty Lue, Brandon Ingram would kill them. Ty Lue said to himself, I'm not gonna let that happen tonight. I'm not gonna let him beat me. He took him out of the game. And what was Willie's adjustment? Oh, I'm gonna send Jose out there. I'm gonna send Najee out there. I'm gonna send Dyson out there. Man, this dude is this dude, I'm telling you,
Come on, man.
When Willie Green went to school, he stayed in the same class all day. I don't care what nobody say.
God damn, Mose.
I
Yeah,
mean, my thing
that's
is
BS,
this,
bro.
though. I mean, we
He stayed
all
in the
All
know
same
right,
class
that.
all
man.
day.
All right, man.
We all know that.
That's not true. So let's go.
That
Let
MJ
me
is
get on this. Man. This is
that
crazy.
hesitation is
No,
horrible.
this is crazy. Yeah.
At some time,
I'm coming in hard. So first and
Let Jay Black
foremost,
do his
wait,
thing.
we got on take back.
yeah. First and foremost, nobody that's speaking up here can coach better than Willie. Nobody I heard could coach better than Willie. None of us got a higher coaching level than probably high school.
So that
Probably.
means we can't coach.
Well, then how he get to the NBA if he can't coach? How he got this team playing at a good level? Because y'all was saying fire him 5 games ago. Now he go on 4-game winning streak. You said it was credit to you, but do this loss credit to you too? Remember you said it was credit to you for the turnaround. Now you don't take the credit for the loss. See, that's accountability. If you're going to take the wins, you got to take the losses. That's how
I was
games
being
go.
facetious, man. Come on now. You know I don't have any part on them winning or losing. Come on, man. Stop being
Okay.
silly,
All
Jay
right.
Black.
Let me speak more real. All right. Now now let's go with numbers. Now what this game is, they play harder than us, but it was one thing. They didn't go small ball. Usually Clippers go small ball, and our small ball kills they small ball. They went small ball. They didn't go small ball. They had Tyson there the whole time, and they had their center. Their center ain't getting in foul trouble. What's the Zubac? He ain't getting in foul trouble. He normally get in foul trouble. We ain't put him in foul trouble because we wasn't attacking the rim as much. We fell in love with the three because in this 4-game winning streak, we've been on a hot streak. So whatever when it's going good, it's going good. They ain't really go from it. But the second quarter was the downfall of the game. Now, Jose and Dyson and Herb and Brandon Ingram and Jonas Valanciunas, that was the unit that actually was like, didn't make no shots. That's when they stretched. And that was a real big mess up for the coach. He really said that it was a good question that one of the reporters asked him was, why didn't you call a timeout? Why did you let your team play through it? He said, I was just letting our team play through it and figure it out. Nah. See, that's what other teams. Now, a good comparison for a coach is Willie Green and Doc Rivers. I said it once. I think I'm saying it again. Doc Rivers don't do good at in-game adjustments, and Willie Green ain't great at in-game adjustments. But now that falls on the players then. If we want to win the championship this year, it got to be the players. If you're going to say if Willie can't do in-game adjustments, then it falls on the players. Y'all can't just – because what this fan base doing is a scapegoat every year. Is if CJ get traded, it's gonna be CJ. It was Jose. It's Jose now. Jose and Najee. And y'all said playing Jordan. Y'all said play Jordan Hawkins. So there's so many things I got to talk about, but I ain't gonna talk that long. Let me go now. Who is our number one plus minus on the team? Y'all can somebody guess? Like I give y'all all guesses. Who's our number one?
Probably Jonas or Zion.
Oh,
No, Herb. Most probably
anybody
Herb
else want him?
Larry
most
Nance
probably
right
Herb
now.
and Jonas.
Well, you said plus minus, J.
Plus minus on the team.
You
Who?
talking about for the game?
No, for the team. No, for the
Total
year.
plus and minus.
Total plus minus.
Man, please
All
don't
right.
pull up
Go ahead, tell us,
please don't
Jay.
pull up a Derek.
Is
Please don't
Jonas
pull up a Derek Carr
Valanciunas?
stat on us.
Okay,
Is Jonas Valanciunas? He's by far the biggest. Matter of fact, it was Trey Murphy last game. Trey Murphy is starting to drop down. Jonas is number one. Trey Murphy is number two. Brandon Ingram is number three.
What's your point on
TJ
that, man?
McCullough is number four.
What's your point?
Najee Marshall is number five. I wanted to start getting to the numbers though.
What's
Najee
your
Marshall
point?
is.
Make a point.
Oh wait, not. Can let me go. Najee Marshall is number five. Jose Alvarado is number six. Zion is number seven. Herb is number eight. Who is last on our team? Jordan Hawkins.
Oh,
He's under Larry Nance. He's under Robertson Earl Jr. He's under Kyra Lewis. He's under EJ Liddell. He's
I see why
under.
you like Willie. I see why you like Willie.
No,
But Jay Black,
listen.
he was
and
a
he put
plus
up 30 on the
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
What you getting at
It's
here?
not all about analytics, though.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh,
It's more than just analytics.
let me. All right, it's
You
more
like
than
Derek
analytics.
Carr? You like Derek Carr and
Let me
Jim
bring it.
Everett?
Let me bring. All right, so
Let him get
let me. Okay, so now his plus minus is good when he played with backups. When he played with Matt Ryan, when he plays with other people, his plus minus is bad when he played with Jonas, when he played with Zion, B.I., and Herb Jones. Terrible. Jonas Valanciunas, Trey Murphy, and C.J. McCullough. It's terrible. He got three units that's like his plus minus is above isn't positive. And it probably just changed.
Q.
What's your eye
Jay
test?
Black is a plant, bro.
I don't do it.
So let me ask you something.
Mm.
You tell me something about coaching. since you saying I'm a plant, tell me something about coaching. Exactly. You're gonna give me a whole lot of soliloquies and say, "Oh,
I ain't gonna give you. I ain't gonna give you
you gonna
no. You
talk
know what I'm
about
gonna tell
Dr.
you?
Martin Luther King and talk about
Hold on.
all
You
these
know what I'm
other
gonna tell
places."
you?
Come on,
You know
see,
what I'm gonna tell
I
you?
didn't do personal attacks on you. I didn't say
J
anything
Black,
about your
J Black,
name.
coach, hold on. Let's stop for a
Yeah,
second.
I didn't say anything about you. I ain't
Let me
even
say
have to say
this.
anything because I know you're not a good
This is what
coach.
the Pelicans locker room need right here. I like this.
Yeah,
But look, I don't get paid to coach.
Drama. That's
Heck,
what
you
we
talking
need.
about?
Yeah.
but
Look,
but you get paid. You get paid to criticize. No,
Hold on,
you
J
don't get
Black. Hold
paid
on.
to criticize
J
either.
Black.
So if his
I am a
criticism need to be
fan. I am a
consistent.
fan of the team, bro. It's the
Okay,
passion of the fan base. So if you
then
want me to be
where was your
apathetic
passion when
about
they
it and
was
say,
winning?
okay, everything is all right. No, I'm the same way all the time. I'm like the gospel, baby. I'm the same way every
Oh,
time. But what I'm
okay,
telling you
no, you're
is,
not.
bro, all I'm telling you is,
Okay.
you ever been on the job working and you had an engineer, you got to design,
Oh
and
my
you
God.
building something,
Damn,
and you
man.
know it's not gonna work. You know it's not gonna work because you got practical knowledge or something, right? I mean, all you guys have been on jobs where somebody give you a plan to do something who ain't never done nothing, but they drew it up, right? But you do it every day, and you know, man, that ain't gonna work.
You do it work?
That's what Willie is. Willie is one of them engineers, but he went through the process of being a coach, man. That don't mean you're a good coach. That's why coaches get hired and fired all the time.
But
I
no, no, no,
watched,
no, no, no.
dude. I
That's
watched the
on lower
NBA
level.
all my life, bro.
No, but
I watched NBA all my life.
I got it. I got it. I get that. I watched it my whole life too. Like you ain't the only. Like, you be saying things like you're the only one. Like
I'm
everybody
not saying
watches
you don't. I'm not
basketball their
saying you
whole life.
don't.
Like
Hey,
come
so
on, bro.
Jay Black.
He said no. No, I ain't going to even
Jay
go on
Black.
that.
Okay, so hear me out.
Hey, Jay Black.
At some point at a time, Willie was an NBA player. Let's not forget that. So at that point, you as a player, 'cause I'm pretty sure, rest in peace, Kobe. I'm pretty sure if Kobe Bryant was a coach, I'm
Nah,
pretty
he
sure.
wasn't being a coach. He said he wasn't going to coach. He
No,
said
but
that
I'm just saying.
before
I'm
he
just saying,
died.
like, and statistically,
Okay.
hypothetically speaking, if Kobe Bryant was to, like I said, rest in peace, Kobe. If Kobe was to come out and say, "Hey, look, I want to coach the LA Lakers, I want to coach the New Orleans Pelicans," I'm pretty sure Kobe can make the adjustments that Willie don't do. You see what I'm saying? So
No,
my
that's
thing
not
is
necessarily.
this.
Oh, wait. We ain't gonna go there because then you will
That
say
might not be
Magic
true.
Johnson supposed to be a great coach. Michael Jordan was supposed to be a great great owner. He wasn't. Great players are usually not great coaches. Usually mid tier. Phil Jackson. He wasn't he wasn't the all time greatest. No, he was a mid tier player. Tyronn Lue, he was a mid tier guard. He wasn't the
Larry
greatest
Brown.
guard. Matter of fact, you wouldn't take. Oh wait, would you take Tyronn Lue on his team?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my
I
God,
would.
Yeah.
I
there you
would
go.
give anything to have Tyronn Lue on my bench right now. Anything.
Yeah.
No. What about the starting unit?
But Jay Black,
What you
what was
mean?
the point you're trying to make about Jordan Hawkins?
What? No, because everybody was screaming that he needs to start. No,
Well,
he
he
needs
needs
to
to
play.
play. I
Nobody
wouldn't
said
say
he needs to
No,
start.
start. Nobody
no.
said he needs to start.
Who,
Nobody
who,
Oh,
said
who
my
that.
said
bad,
he needs to
my
start?
bad. He needs to play. And
Yeah.
who he plays
Yes.
over, they was criticizing Jose. Jose is one of our best plus minus. Not now. If you say over Najee on a slump right now, I probably could give you that. But when Trey Murphy came back,
Dude,
he's
them
losing his minutes.
rotation guys, man. That ain't
No,
guys that's gonna take you to the championship. They
none of
not.
these guys are. What are you talking about?
So that's
Jordan Hawkins is a developmental. You gonna lose more
make
games
some
than
moves.
win.
Make some moves. We have the nucleus of a good ball club that can get there.
But if you crying about that, then don't mix both of the two. If you gonna say make a trade, make a trade. I can't do nothing about making a trade, but we got to deal with the players we got here now. Now, if Jordan Hawkins, if you say you're gonna clear, taking away Jose Alvarado and Najee Marshall, might I add they're the lowest players on our team that's playing minutes. You ain't even gonna get a good trade for them.
I'm not
You got to
necessarily
trade
trading them.
somebody
You ain't
like.
gonna
Oh
trade
wait,
them. No,
if you
nobody
trade
want them.
CJ, that's why I kept saying trade. If you're gonna go for CJ, he makes the most money. If you want to make an overhaul deal, I don't know what deal you have in
But
mind.
nobody's gonna
Hey,
take
how
CJ.
did you
It
like?
CJ's an
it
old
got
player
to
with
be
a big
somebody with
salary.
real money in,
Hey,
huh?
It
How do
depends on the situation, Mose.
Man, Laurie Marketing making $17 million a year, man.
Oh, but who you gonna take? Who you gonna trade? You can't. You're land unless you gonna trade JV, and JV that's still you're still being a hole because it's 2 million plus. He makes only like 15, and Laurie
He
Marketing
makes
makes
16.
17. Okay,
Man,
16. All right, then you
but
still a million. We
well,
in a hole now.
you're throwing a Dyson and a Kyra because those are expired.
N-
That's an expiring contract, and
Oh,
you're gonna have to give them
Kyra, yeah, you
three
could
number
throw in
ones.
Kyra, but you could throw in Kyra,
Listen,
but you ain't throwing no Dyson. There's no way in hell they
Yeah,
throwing
you
in
ain't doing
Dyson.
that no Dyson. That's a
What?
bad.
Nah,
man,
see,
I'm
Hey,
for
Jay
Laurie
Black, how
Marketing
you
and
like
like maybe one of them other guards they got. Man, I'm moving them cats.
hey
Man,
Jay
I'm going to
Black,
try
how
to
you
give me a
see,
championship.
no. If you getting Laurie Marketing, you ain't going. You'll get him for a JV and some extra piece and some picks. You ain't putting Dyson in it because Dyson is cheap and he plays effective enough on a cheap
But he's a
contract.
young
These,
player. He's a young player that they
these
want, man. You can make the money match.
no,
You
no,
can
no.
make the money match. You got
They,
to give them something to want to get off of that.
that's the draft picks, draft compensation.
Well,
That's
that's
the
easy
picks.
for me and you to say, but we got to convince them to take what the deal is.
No,
Me and
no,
you
they,
can sit
no. They
and negotiate all the time.
they've been saying
We
they
got
want four. They've been saying all day.
four number ones.
Four number ones. We could get 4 number ones. Oh, none of our number ones are going to mean anything. All our
Yeah.
teams that we got number one, except for the Lakers. The Lakers look like they going in this tank. But for the most part, all the number ones that is our number one is Milwaukee Bucks
I'm
and the
getting rid of
Lakers.
all of that. I'm getting rid of all of
I
that.
am too. Oh, I am too. But you got to convince Griff. Now you in a crazy dynamic because now if you make this trade, you got Willie Green that you ain't gonna re-sign at the end of this year. This is contract year.
Hey Jay
I'm
Black,
moving
how
him
you
out of
like?
here.
Hey Jay Black, how you like
Then he
13
should do it
points and
now.
6
Then.
minutes?
Oh wait, no, I agree with you. Oh wait, I agree with you. If you want to move him now, he ain't gonna move him now. It's all on Griff. If y'all pointing y'all finger at Willie Green, it's Griff. If
No, I agree
he
with you.
either he
I agree
Hold
with
on,
you.
hold on.
if,
Yeah,
And
yeah, Jay Black, hold on just a second. I'm gonna give you the floor again, bro.
okay.
Let me because it's a lot to unpack what you're saying, my brother. So
Yeah.
I'm sitting back doing
Fire in
analysis.
here tonight, baby.
Yeah, it is. And I appreciate Jay Black coming in with passion and Mo's, and everybody, man. It always makes a lively broadcast. But let's unpack some stuff. Willie Green, I don't think Willie Green should be fired. It's only some family members believe that. I don't think Willie Green should be fired.
But this is the last year though.
I get what you're saying, but this team here though. Don't you get the feeling that it's like the Pelicans organization is looking at this team and they having a approach kind of look at to it to see what they're gonna be like. The whole Giannis, the whole situation with Valanciunas, man. It's like he's playing really well right now. They broke off the contract talks before the season, put him on the trade. That's something they're waiting to see how that kind of works itself out. And we know,
But he's gonna be too expensive. If he plays good, he's too expensive. If he plays down, you gonna let him walk. So you gotta do something. You can't just play in. You can't. Oh wait, do Jonas make us win the championship? I believe he does. Do Willie Green make us win the championship?
That's the
See,
question.
That we in a bind regardless of whatever y'all say. It's always moving parts. That's why I said that's why I said before. If you fire Willie Green now, you can look at James Borrego and see if he's good as the interim. If he don't do nothing this year, then you could get a better coach. But if you sit on Willie Green knowing he's not coming back, oh wait, matter of fact, we can ask anybody. Everybody knows he ain't coming back, right? For the most part.
We don't know that because they do things.
We don't know who's gonna do.
Right. They do stuff all the time.
Weird. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
They may not make a trade at the trade deadline. They may just be waiting because they're seeing what's gonna happen with these guys. Somebody's gonna have to go. We know that.
Right.
So
But I think it's going to be a Kyra, probably a low level. But if you saying a big trade, we ain't used to big trades except for CJ.
Bro, I'm
Nah,
trying to win a championship. I think we got a chance to win. I think we got enough right now in our stars that if we make another move, bro, that can put us right square in the middle of that thing. I'm not,
Let-
man. This might be
But there's
the
a lot
best
of
chance
guys
the Pelicans
with
ever
contract
had.
extensions.
go ahead,
Okay.
Lex.
You know, you have guys. There's a lot of situations going on in that locker room. Okay,
Yes.
you got Willie, obviously, in his situation. He hired his coaching staff. You know, he got his guys up in there. Now we can see what he's about. We're in January, and you know, it's up and down for some people. Then you got Brandon. He's up for contract extension. You look at Trey. Trey's looking for a rookie extension. Zion, they're trying to see if he can stay available.
Yeah.
They're trying to see if his body can hold up. That's his situation. And then obviously the new stuff, when they brought out some weeks ago, his contract is no longer guaranteed.
Yeah, that
Because
don't mean that.
in,
Yeah.
well, I guess it,
That's unless you want to cut him. If you want to
yeah,
cut him,
yeah.
you won't
But
be
I'm just
liable for
saying,
the cut.
but it's still part of the situation because they
Yeah.
made a big hoopla about it. So I'm just putting it out there. And then the thing with Jonas, you know what I'm saying? Are we going to extend him or are we going to let him go? Are we going to trade him? Whatever.
I don't
CJ,
know.
maybe not so much, but CJ, his situation is very interesting because they could move him to a team that's
Atlanta Hawks.
yeah, like the Sixers. I know the Sixers were looking at them when we were looking at them when we won that trade as far as getting them. You know, he could go to a more veteran team.
Who's the potential trade?
No, I'm just saying
Oh,
the
no.
different situations. I don't know specifics, but
Okay.
there's a lot of things going on that I feel like the front office is indecisive about right now. And I think they're trying to wait to see what happens, to see what transpires, how Trey's doing, how BI is doing. Is Zion gonna hold up? Jonas, how you know his fit, or if they want to move on from him. I think they're weighing all those things right now because there's a lot going on. And then you have the expiring contract of Najee, right?
Yep.
And is somebody else expiring? Oh, Cody Zeller. I don't know if that means anything, but he's on expiring contract because he only
Valanciunas?
signed 1 year. Huh?
Valanciunas.
Yeah, and
Valanciunas on this
Allen.
fine.
So you look at all that, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. And that's why, you know,
So there ain't no one fix. That's what you're saying. There's no one thing that will fix it.
it's a lot of things. I feel like that kind of affects their play sometimes. I kind of wonder if they think about that because of the inconsistency. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the plays just there's so many drop-offs, like I was saying. And then obviously
But we was 4-0. We was saying that's consistency. We was 4-0. Now if we lose 2 in a row, that's something different. But if we're trending in the right direction, that's why I said this is not this is a loss. This is not, but it's not a bad loss. It was a loss. Like
That's a bad loss.
it was
we both was hot teams. We both was on 4-game winning streak.
like
We
like that. They had
if we'd have lost close, it'd have been worse. I'd rather get blown out because then we
you
would.
saying both teams were doing well though. You know what I'm saying? It was competitive, right?
Yeah, but it was a lack of energy. You said it was a lack of energy.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Yeah, but that's what the coach
That's what I'm saying. Like,
is that normal?
Look, but hey, the thing is, you look at they were on a winning streak, right? What was
Yes.
their winning streak?
4 games. We was both on 4-game winning streaks.
So look, they blew us out and won this game. I mean, man, it would have been nice to be on that because we were basically in the same boat, right? I mean, you know, because both teams have been playing well. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe not as far as who they were playing. I don't know their schedule as far as who all they played, but it could have been a whole lot more competitive, man. I mean, both teams are doing well. I mean, when two teams that are doing well meet, usually it's not.
When you say inconsistency, that's why I always say shooting is inconsistent. It's constantly
I
inconsistent.
did point out that this team is not known like
For
they
3-point
haven't
shooting.
convinced the league that they're a 3-point shooting team because we haven't been consistent in that department.
Oh, so somebody just said CJ going to request a trade. Oh, none of I get request one.
If CJ's
Hey,
benched, like if he's benched, he might request a trade. I know somebody said
man,
that.
listen. And part of me bringing up the plus minus. Now, one thing that is with the plus minus is the starting unit is not is actually a bad unit. Is a negative. I think it's a -6 or -5.
Yeah.
And a plus minus. So our starting unit is a unit that starts the first quarter and starts the third quarter. And if they going to put us in holes, then you're leaning more on the bench players. And now you're leaning on Trey Murphy to come in and save the day. Even though he one of the best plus minuses, but you expecting him to have a big leap and night by night. And that you shouldn't be dependent on the bench. You're supposed to be dependent on the starters.
Yeah. But
Now, playing Jose and Dyson and Herb, that's I never seen that. When he did that, I was shocked. But I understand why he did it because his best unit is Dyson Daniels, Herb Jones, Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, and Valanciunas. That's his best unit. They are plus 22. Oh, the last time I checked. If I was looking at it, I think it was plus 22. Last time I
Put that on the
checked.
floor against somebody to see how you fare against that here.
No, we was doing that when CJ was hurt. That's when we went on our streak. And then when CJ came back, we had to acclimate him. Now he was trying to put those two people with other players, and it only worked with like kind of the starting unit and Trey Murphy or something. It don't work with everybody. What he's trying to do is try to put them two people, Dyson and Herb, together, but he's trying to put it with Jose. No, because Jose works good with other players. Like he needs other scorers to set up or could get their own basket, Zion and BI. But
I would love to see Trey and Jordan Hawkins play together. That's what I want to see.
He doesn't do it. He don't do it.
I know.
Now, no, what he do?
Favors defense over offense all day.
No, you don't. What? Well, my bad. He does. Now, the only time he favors offense is when hurt. So Matt Ryan and Jordan Hawkins, that was one of his best units. That was another one of his best units. I think it was Matt Ryan, Jordan Hawkins,
Jonas
and
was out there too.
I think it was a CJ and
I think Jonas was out there.
Jonas, and it was somebody else, a small forward. You could pick any one of them, and they was beating. As a matter of fact, they had Dyson at the small forward, and they was like a plus 15 or something, some crazy number. Now, it's some units that was a big thing. That was a big blow, a small big blow, because that was part of the unit that probably play a lot more. If they're gonna bring Jordan Hawkins, Jordan and Jose, no, because you got to have Jordan at the point or have somebody else running. You can't have both of them. Now those are bad units. They had a good game. What was the last game that they played together? What was 2 games ago? Who we played?
Who played together?
Utah or the
I
Nets?
think it was the Utah. If I believe right, that was
Then we played the Nets before them.
probably the Nets.
Okay.
It was probably the Nets. I'm trying to look at it right now, but Jordan Hawkins plays. It wasn't against Minnesota because it was against Brooklyn, I believe.
Man, did y'all see
when they played them together, Jose and Hawkins, and that's when Hawkins scored 11, Jose scored 13. They was both, and the positives, 14 and plus 16. But usually the trend is Jose with other players like a Najee or a Trey, Zion anchor in the back unit, or Bi anchor in the back unit, and Larry Nance. But he's trying to figure. I don't know what he be thinking, but I would say I don't know what he be thinking. So I can't go there. But I could just say, based off the numbers, I see what he's trying to do is try to stretch that bench unit, trying to have somebody carry the bench unit because you be down or lift the bench unit. The bench unit actually is the best. Actually, I don't know actually, because sometimes that's why it's so inconsistent, because our starting unit is not winning the minutes enough. If they was winning the minutes enough, all this disappears. Everything disappears about firing Willie. I know that I don't think that disappeared, but
Hell no, he don't got it. And I've been telling y'all that.
It ain't like
It's
hold,
never
hold,
gonna
hold on.
change.
okay.
Because I'm gonna get
Telling
Don.
us that.
Yeah, hold on, Don. Let me give you a chance. I hear what you're saying, Jay Black. Always interesting commentary, man. So you're talking, your understanding is this is more so on the players than it is on the coach. Is that correct? Is that what
Now let me say my initial thought was when I said, either we fire Willie, is two things that can happen. Either Willie becomes a better coach, or the players take it on themselves and say, "Oh, we got to carry it. We got to do this." CJ say, "Oh, I'm gonna call my own calls and take accountability and say, oh, it's on us." Just like the Celtics did. The Celtics did that with Doc Rivers. It was the players more than the coach. And they say that all the time. If you listen to the Celtics players, they say that all the time. They had to that's why Rondo had to be the coach on the court. Is the point guard the coach on the court? CJ supposed to be the coach on the court, or Jose supposed to be the coach on the court. But since you letting Zion, you letting Bi, it ain't really no coach on the court. So me personally, I wanted one or the other to turn around. And I thought it was we played better. And I thought it was because of Willie Green got a little better. I really did. But is he the best to win a championship? I don't think so. I don't think so. But I think he could get us to the second round. But I don't think he can get us to the finals or win the championship. No,
I agree. I don't think right now. Willie
not
Green,
right now.
yeah,
Unless he allows James Borrego to run the offense completely.
well,
And he just do the defense.
Well, that's the crazy part about it is a lot of what we seen with the Pelicans, that explosion offensively speaking, how they started playing defensively, coincided with the fact that he got sick and Borrego stepped in, and then we went on this all of this greatness that we seen happen. Because prior to that, the questions were being asked, where's Borrego's offense? Willie gets sick, steps in there, and we have that explosion, and then they still are benefiting from that situation, that time frame. So yeah, but Don, go ahead and give you a chance to chime in, then Brother Moles.
Oh yeah, man. I was just saying, man. Like, first of all, the Willie thing, that's never going to change. You are who you are, man. Once people, that's what I learned about a lot of these sports leagues and stuff like that. I may not have all the understanding of the schematics of the coaching and stuff like that, but I understand the logic behind how things go and how things manifest. And as a coach, you don't change over time. You are who you are, and some of that is the same with players too. You can't really name a coach who stayed with the organization and got better with that organization. They may have gotten better with another organization, but not with the organization that they started off with and they had their difficulties with. So he is who he is. He's not it. He's not going to get us over the hump. If we do something, it will be something magnificent from the players that they can do, and they play us over the top. But I don't think we have the guys and the personalities right now in this team, as far as our superstars, that's going to take that real leadership, and take this team where they need to go. They need some structure, man, They need some discipline from a coach. They need real leadership from a coach. And Willie is not that true leader. I hate all the smiling and man, like they said, man. We need to read the room for real, man, and read the NBA, read the league, read championship mentality. You dig what I'm saying? Like it's not that hard. And then as far as the Jordan Hawkins thing, man, I mean, man, fuck all the plus minus, dog. I mean, my eye test say dog it can be utilized. He can be a weapon if you utilize him well. If we know what we're doing. I mean, the man had 13 points in 6 minutes.
Against come on.
Every bucket was tough. Every
Okay.
bucket. And this is the stuff, dog. You don't got these type of dudes in the league like that. We was talking about that the other night. You don't see too many dudes like this in the league. And them Klay Thompsons, man, he be doing stuff like that. Man, we can utilize that, right, man? We'll be doing numbers. I don't want to hear nothing about no man. He's a competitor on defense. He's going to go through his learning curves, and sometimes he might miss a beat on defense by misunderstanding something on an assignment. But man, he's a competitor and he's a winner, dog. He's a national champion, man. That dude's a winner. DMV native. I'm from the DMV. We breed winners over here, and we go hard. That's what Najee is. We go hard. That's what we do. We about that. So, like, we just gotta utilize that, man. And
I agree with you. If we had somebody else, the mentality of the coach is defense first, and if he doesn't, that's why it's going to affect. That's why I go with the logic of the coach. So if the coach is defense, I'm telling you that defense is going to rule. Now, like he's not bad on ball as bad as he is off ball. Off ball is actually his worst thing. He don't be knowing his places. That's all it is.
Right.
But that's a major thing with Willie. That's a major thing. If you don't know where you're supposed to be, or they don't communicate on defense.
But it's like
if he try to get his man all the time.
But
like instead of getting the man to stop the ball in front of him.
But at the same time, it's like certain nights, okay, now he does got the guys on there that knows those positions that they need to be in. Well,
Yes.
we still got our ass bust. So it's like, okay, damn. Well, how about you read and understand what night we're having and change things up? Maybe we needed
He
more.
did change things up. He put more defense on it. You didn't hear him? He put more defense on it. Listen,
What you about to say,
he's not going to change. He's not. He's going to put more defense out there. If you say you're going to put offense, that's if somebody's hurt.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Jay Black, that's what I'm saying. The guy needs to go. But go ahead, Lexxah.
Okay.
What you had to say, Lexxah.
Oh no, I was just, he's defense first. And everybody knows that.
Everybody.
The opponent coaches know that. Like he's very easy to, like, his next move.
Right.
Like he's playing checkers and the other coaches are playing chess.
Come on.
Okay.
There you go.
And that's, man, that's key. Like sometimes the players don't see what the coaches see. That's why you have the coach.
The coach. Come on now.
That's why you have them. You have to have that mind. Like you have to be able to assess the situation. Now you knew Ty Lue as soon as he came out, as soon as the ball was they jumped the ball. I saw immediately the changes that he made.
Mm-hmm.
From just from the last game, they didn't even look the same. They weren't even moving the same.
No.
So it's like he made the changes. So it's like, okay, look, you beat this team. They're preparing for you. They've had time to prepare for you. You see what he's doing, and the move in the second quarter it really
did. And one thing, like I said, man, it's like it's one thing if we are competing and we lose. Dog, it happens.
No, we was looking for blowing them leads.
Sometimes you're gonna lose, but you compete. We seeing this man getting raped out there as a
No,
coach.
no, no. See,
As
that's
a
why I
coach,
say
yes, he
y'all go
is.
too far. Listen,
Bro,
you're not being truthful. That's
I'm
why I
being
push back
truthful,
so
bro.
hard
The
because
loss is the truth, bro.
no, I know we
The
lost, but
18-20
what about the
loss is the truth,
wins?
bro. The Grizzlies coming back every time is the truth, bro. This is the fact. These are the facts, man. I
What
know
about
what
the
y'all
4-game
saying, what
winning
it
streak?
is, but just
The
because what it is don't mean it's right.
the Minnesota didn't happen. The Minnesota Timberwolves didn't happen.
No, we're a great
We
Oh
flip
talented
man,
Jose
team,
come
bro.
on, man. You got
We're
to
a
give
great
credit.
talented team. So I know
That's
we're
why
not gonna go
I
0-82, Jay Black, because of
we're
Willie.
not gonna
No,
go.
we're a
We're not
talented
gonna.
team.
We're
Timberwolves
not gonna
ain't
go
got no bucket
82 and
getters
0
like that.
either. We're not
We're
go.
a
We're not
Timberwolves
gonna
don't have
go
talented
no
team.
bucket
82
getters
and
like
0
that.
either.
We're a
We're
talented team, Jay Black. We just
we're not
need to
gonna go
know how to
82
utilize
and
this
0.
thing consistently. We need to know how to make adjustments. We need a leader to make the adjustments.
I get that, but y'all not giving him credit when he actually
Oh
does
my
good.
goodness, bro!
He
Don't
does
nobody
good
give a fuck,
sometimes as
bro.
long as they don't have no bucket getters on the other side of the court. Boy, them boys got you
We
not
need a
stopping
winner, bro.
bucket getters, bro.
Consistently,
You not
we got
stopping
talent.
bucket getters.
even in some of the wins, even in
No,
some of
See
the
through
wins,
that,
the team does not look good.
right? And he got, and
Hey,
even
that's
when
that
we
style
win,
and
when
points.
we win, we gotta criticize. He needs to criticize the team when they win. That's what he need to do.
But
Because it look like they
No,
start getting happy and excited and think they got something made. And that's what he get caught up in too. Start realizing, okay, this is working. Well, damn, they're gonna change it up on you, and it's not gonna work one day. So what you gonna do then? We got to be critical of the team when we
no,
win and
no.
when we lose.
Here's a wait. Now, see, that's the way. I think that's where we're losing right now. You're losing me right there. He does make adjustments. He makes game adjustments. He don't make in game adjustments.
no, he's horrible in game.
He's
He's horrible in
horrible
game.
in game, but game to
Horrible.
game, he makes adjustments. We're not going. That's where I get. He makes game
Yeah,
to game adjustments.
he does adjust out of game, but in game, bro, he can't. He
In game,
can't, man.
that's where his fault is.
He
That's
ain't
why
got no
we
feel
say
for
he
it.
ain't going to be a championship coach because championship coach in game adjustment. He doesn't in game adjustment. I told you that 10-game thing is real. They wait 10 games to make an evaluation.
I
I
agree with
told
that too.
they say 10 games.
really delayed.
Hey, but look,
But
man,
Like they said, like what's your
Q, is it
name?
my
so
turn, Q?
let's get a let's get a vote. Oh wait, let's get a vote.
Uh-huh.
All right. Do we fire Willie?
Uh-huh.
I don't
No,
think you
wait.
fire him
I
right
want to
now.
hear that. I want to hear the vote.
Buy really or what?
Or
I don't think you fire him right now.
Hold on, or what?
because no, because we gotta all put. It ain't really no other option unless you put in James Arago,
Oh yeah.
or he got to do better, or
That's
the
not
players
that's
got to
not
do
really.
better.
Man, what we got to do is, and this is my opinion, right?
It's not gonna
Get a
happen.
trade. Then that's
We got to.
on the management.
That's on grip. But look, this is one of the reasons why I would ship them no good first round draft picks away. Dude, don't you know we could have had Jalen Williams and God damn it, I slipped my
We can
mind. I
have
was just thinking about
anybody.
it.
We can
And
get
and
anybody.
and and, and Maxie and Maxie, don't you know we passed on those guys for Kyra Lewis and Dyson Daniels? Could you imagine those guys on our roster right now? What
We
kind of
ain't
team
gotta
we
do
I
that.
got?
don't do that. I don't do the ifs. What about let's get? That's why I don't do the ifs because then I get pissed. So what I do is what we have. What we have.
Make that
Can we
trade,
get
bro.
what about Siakam because he's on the trading block. They about to
No,
blow up.
I don't. But he's a four. We don't need a four. What we need is
No,
a guy
he plays the 3 too. He plays, but
who Bi plays the three.
Bi played the 2 or the 3. You
Man,
said
I'm
you wanted
telling you, you
Herb
give
gone.
me that
Oh
stretch
wait,
center, bro.
what about Herb?
Man, I want marketing. That's what I want. I want
I'm not
marketing.
trading
Marketing?
her.
I want
Huh?
marketing, and I want a guard that can handle the ball and score. We don't look. We don't
That's
have a
true.
Tyus
guy.
Jones.
We
That
can start with
then
Tyus
Because
Jones then.
Tyus Jones is on the shopping block.
so what you're saying is going the offensive route. If you're gonna go an offensive route, you got to fire Willie because
But
Willie
you,
is not going to allow that. No, listen,
but they gonna play who I put on that roster. You know, if I'm making them play, they ain't
no,
playing them guys.
but
No, he
no,
really.
but he has an influence. He's a
Man, if you
defensive
trade
minded
for,
coach,
so
so
you
he gonna
telling me
get defensive
if they
minded
trade for
players.
you tell me if
That's
they
what
trade for marketing that he's not gonna play marketing?
No, he going wait. So he's not going to play. He's not going to play Markin in the way Markin is best suited. You're going to see things that this is a bad matchup. Oh, switch him right here, moving the power forward, or do something like that. He will not do it. That's why I'm saying if you had a more creative coach, offensive,
I've said that.
then you can make that trade. But if you saying just do that to Willie, you gonna complain even more. You gonna just say
He's
fuck.
gonna have to play who he's got if you trade those other guys
But
away.
it still ain't gonna look. It still ain't gonna look the way you want to look. It's gonna be a lot of ISO ball. It happens more. Matter of fact, that's the big
So you're not
key.
gonna play ISO
Now,
ball with them.
all right.
In the second quarter, when we lost the lead, we went straight ISO. The ball wouldn't move.
It always does that. Because he don't
That's why
he
you don't.
he preaches that. He preaches to give the ball to the best player, and the best player try to force a double team so he can pass it out. Pass out the double team and let them read the room. Nah, it's supposed to be everybody touches the ball and whoever got the best shot is like that. It ain't like that. Remember when y'all was saying that Trey Murphy don't get plays?
Man,
He don't. He don't really get plays. It's based off of the offense, but it's based off of the matchups that Bi or CJ or Big V create. If they double him, they kick it to the open player, and the open player usually be Trey or whoever's on the court or CJ. Like that's how they really run the offense. But when they hot,
So
they
what was
give
the point of
assists.
bringing in Borrego then?
Because Borrego he up tempos and he makes equal opportunity. He forces everybody to pass he forces it's a more of a 5-man offense.
Motion.
So
Motion everybody.
basically the mentality of or the whole thing with Willie's defense and Borrego's offense, it sounds to me like it's clashing because it's not working as one.
Well, at the end
It's
of the
not.
day,
I mean,
the
you know what I'm
NBA
saying?
ain't
I think you want something right there. I think you wanted something right there.
At the end
Yeah,
of the day,
because that's what I'm hearing, like, and really seeing too. Because something like it's always like one or the other.
One or the other.
You know, and then at times we see, wow, it looks great, and then but it's only for that moment. It doesn't last. You know, it's just like the same thing with Bi and Zion. Man, they do not play off of each other. Like you see, it's like every once in a blue moon.
you know what the NBA offense is,
they do run a pick and roll after they had that pick and roll meeting or something, or they was doing it after the game after that loss. We lost to
we saw it then, but then it started to fade away. Like okay, where did that go? It's like we see things that okay,
for a
wow,
minute.
this looks good. Like why don't they keep doing that? That high low
You know what
between
the
Zion
NBA
and
is?
Giannis. We don't see that a whole lot.
Because
you know what the NBA offense is for every team? It's
So
pick and
there's
roll.
like a double
It's
screen
pick
up
and
top.
roll. It's pick and roll, and they want to get you in rotation, and they hunt the matchups. If you watch, so offense,
But we're not even
everybody
doing
play
good at
offense.
that.
No, we don't
But
do
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
We don't
Everybody
do
in the
that.
We don't
NBA
even
play.
get easy shots.
Everybody in the NBA play offense the same way. I watch these games every night. It's pick and roll. If you ice
Not
it
the Bills,
or if you
though.
drop coverage, okay, they hunt the matchup. If you come out and you hedge the pick, they get you in rotation and they move the basketball and they shoot threes. That's what everybody do. Every team except for us. We don't do that, man.
Hey, and another thing, they can't throw lobs. Like we can
Especially
get
Najee.
easy shots.
Especially Najee.
We can get easy shots all the time. We have athletic guys on our team, and we don't even use the lob.
So
Why
what was
is
the cause of the winning then?
why is every shot like difficult?
We know the losing. What's the cause of the winning then?
Talent.
Because talent,
No,
exactly.
the talent is there, but
It always been there.
it seems like there's a clash in philosophies for offense and defense. There is a coaching problem as far as the adjusting, but I don't know, man. Guys, it seems like at times everybody's not on the same page. It's clashing, man. Something's
I think it's assists. I think it's assists. When the stars are getting assists, it looks amazing. When the stars are not assisting, they look bogged down. They look more like now they hunt for their shot more. Huh?
Brody.
Nobody was hitting shots.
Yeah,
That,
but
but you don't
still,
have.
if they're hitting shots, that means the star is passing him the ball and he's getting an assist. But
You need a guard.
if they're not making the shot, what the star is going to do is like, man, fuck that. I'm gonna take the shot, hero ball. I'm gonna take more mid range shots, and that's what we was actually we took a lot of mid range that usually go in that didn't go in tonight.
That's
Hey,
when you want to
you
call
remember the
plays.
And
last
then
game with the
You
you
know,
remember the
to
last
get
game with the Jazz, and you saw what Raggedy
yes,
Collins Sexton did? Man, we don't have a guy like that. Raggedy Collins
well,
Sexton
Collins,
gave us the business because he's a guy that can get by his guy, get in the lane, and break you down. We don't have a guy like that, man.
we CJ had 22 that game. Colin Sexton had 24, 25, and CJ
But
had
it's how they, but it's
22.
how he got his points. It's how he got
He
his
got it
points,
early
man.
on.
The way
He get his points early on.
he gets in the lane, he break you
we do
down.
we
He get
do
other people looks.
we
Man,
struggle with
CJ's a
shifting guards too.
Yeah, and CJ is
That's
an
another thing
ISO
we
guy
do.
that's looking for his own buckets. It ain't like he's getting people shots. You know, he'll dribble around.
No,
Sometimes he come
I
down and he
think
ain't giving that
He's
ball up
more
to
of a two
nobody.
guard. CJ really needs to play the two. When he's not
Because he
dribbling,
can't get to the
who's gonna
hole.
play the point then?
He can't get to the hole either, man.
that's the thing. We have a lot of people playing. Well, I mean, the ball's been in Bi's hands, so
How many
um,
layups you see CJ get in the game? He can't get to the hole. He's not athletic. He can't finish
Mm,
strong. Everything is
That's never been his
off
game
balance
though.
floaters and runners, man.
That never been his game. And you
I
saying later
understand
on
that.
in his career that's gonna be his game?
No, I
Nah.
understand that, but I'm telling you, you gotta go get somebody like that, man. Look at Jamal Murray, man. You think about the people you're playing against.
If you
Think of
want
the
to go
people
and
you're
get him,
playing against. Think of the
I'm
people you're playing against and how their teams are constructed. That's what you got to figure it out. You got to find a guy that can do that, right? And he doesn't have to be a starter. He could be a Tyus Jones. He could be a Sexton. He could be a backup guy that runs your second unit that can get you something when those guys are out the game, man. We don't have a dynamic
I
guy coming off that
that's
bench that can do that.
Jose is his guy. He took him to the playoffs. He's not doing nothing with Jose. Jose is not going nowhere. If you bring in Tyus Jones, that means Jose got to leave, or somebody got to leave.
You
Something got
trying
to
to
leave.
tell me?
And
So that's what you telling me.
no. Tyus Jones is a $15 million. Jose is probably 1 or 2 million. The numbers don't add up. How you get
Man,
Tyus Jones?
hey, that's Griff's job. You want me
Not,
to do his job too?
no. I'm saying if you now, what you got to do? How you got it? Then you got to get it.
Free team trade. Do what you got to do, man. Man,
Hey,
the Lakers got 6 people came in at the trade deadline last year. Stuff
man,
can be done in the
that's a
NBA,
Lakers
man.
get
the Lakers are
Lakers are different though. Lakers is a total different thing. They
and they
want
have a lot
LeBron
of
to
money.
win. Yeah, that's BS though.
Man, the Knicks just moved RJ Barrett, and man, things can be done. You can't sit there and say, I can't do it. My hands are tied. Figure it
No,
out. That's why you get paid
no.
what you get paid.
But you're saying
And I might only have
Jose.
Tyus Jones just for the end of the year. Let me win one
No.
championship.
I'm not saying it's you. But who's the trade? If you saying you getting rid of CJ, that's the money you got to get rid of. You
That's
got to
for
get
them to
rid of the
figure it out.
money. You can't make Tyus Jones for Jose, and you
You know what
can't do it with draft picks. We too far in the debt. It's 15 million.
Man, you can make it work.
How about
Man,
can
to
we
move
trade for
Herb Jones
somebody
or
on
somebody,
Detroit?
dude, you
Nah.
holding on.
You can move Herb Jones for Tyus Jones. No, hell no, nobody doing that.
Bro,
That'd be
what y'all don't
damn near
realize is,
suicide.
do you want to win a championship or not? Or you just want to be an
That's not
okay
winning no
team?
championship if you give away your best defender for Tyus Jones, a backup point guard. No.
I mean, it
Man, I
obviously
don't
it
understand
has
what
to
y'all
make
saying.
sense.
I don't
But I
understand what
don't know.
y'all saying.
I think
What I'm saying is
You
the
have to
money,
do things to win a championship, bro. You got to give up something to get something. You
but
just, okay,
that
I'm holding on. Man, if I can win a championship,
it's
bro, you can't
not.
keep the team constructed as it is. This is
I,
not a
I don't mind
championship
that. I
roster.
don't mind that. But you got to have a actual trade. You're getting mad over a trade that is not going to happen.
That's
With
not
the
true.
money that this
That's
is
not
a
true.
New Orleans Pelicans. It's a franchise that doesn't have money, a lot of money. Oh,
And
they're not willing
you
to
would
pay
have to.
money.
Man, we have a
What's
salary
that
cap.
thing you
Everybody's
pull up
working
all
with
the
the same
time, Big
salary cap.
Q?
We're not going into the luxury tax.
Hold
We
on.
already at the luxury
Because
tax. We're in the
Take
because
the
we
luxury
would
luxury
have
tax
out of that.
now.
Hold on.
because
Well, if
we
we're
would
gonna
have
be
to
in the
see
luxury,
the numbers, and it's hard to determine
Okay.
all that. I know Big Q has he brings up that thing because we did this a couple of shows
yeah, Q
ago.
is our GM. Q is our GM. Let him figure that out.
Okay.
I don't want to take it off, man. No, I'll tell you, man. Y'all got a lot of points there, man. But I agree with the point guard position.
Well,
I've been saying that for a while. They do this point guard by group thing.
exactly.
I mean, and we have guys that we see Zion trying to make these passes at times. He turned the ball over. Bi does it, and that's doing that is complex to run a point guard by a group. And
By committee. Yeah.
right, often said that we should have have a point guard, a table setter, a guy that can help get these guys set
And we
up.
got to trade CJ.
Bro, you got to keep the ball out of CJ McCollum's hands, bro, for real.
He's a
Yeah,
two.
man.
He needs to be a set shooter.
But
Yes.
Literally.
but you have to trade him because of his money.
No, I'm just saying, bro,
Yeah.
that's a problem. He got what 33 something odd million.
35. He's 35 million this year.
Oh,
He's the highest on the team.
yep.
That's his
No,
Zion
retirement plan.
34.
dude, almost 36 million, dude.
Nothing but a
Almost
retirement
Bro,
plan.
in another year, that's not gonna be a lot of money. In another year,
I'm
that
not
contract is not
looking
gonna
at
be a
next
bad
year.
one.
I'm looking at now.
Yeah, I'm looking
I'm
at now
trying to
too.
get that contract off and go and get that Atlanta
Because
guard like y'all said. Devontae
he
Murray. Give him
No,
a
I
bunch
don't
of
want him.
draft picks.
I don't want
What
him.
from Atlanta?
No, I don't want him. The
Huh?
reason why I say I don't want him because it might be a situation where you got Jordan Hawkins waiting in the wing at his two guard, right? So you get a guy that come in for a year, man. Okay, and you're moving that money off your books. You're gonna need to sign some. You're gonna need to sign Trey Murphy. So you might be bringing a guy
CJ
in.
is CJ. The money is on the books to 2026.
No, that ain't what
that's
I'm
his
saying.
retirement plan.
But then you may at some point you're gonna have to move him because his
Just being
contract will
honest.
be
I mean,
That's what I'm
expiring.
you know
saying.
which
I'm
way he's
saying
going.
move him now. He's not on the timeline and get a DeJounte Murray, and he's only 18 million.
I don't like him, bro.
Actually,
He gets that.
Well,
He gets
one thing,
that's actually one that we talked about on the show. DC kind of throw that at me one
man.
day.
I'll take him in a heartbeat, man. Yeah, I want a point
yeah,
guard. I'll take him in a heartbeat.
and
But
plus,
what y'all
not
don't like?
only
What
that,
y'all don't like about him though?
he is a
That ain't me. I'm 100% with him.
I don't
he's
know.
a two-way guard, and plus, I'm looking at how he played for
Defense too.
Popovich. I mean, so the thing is, if we can get how he was playing with the Spurs, and I know that they weren't playing great, but he was actually doing his thing because he was that guy on that team.
And he got signed.
I think that would really help. Just the fact that he's come from that type of
Let me
situation.
look at some guards.
But yeah, him and Tyus Jones, I actually like them too. That
I
Tyus
just
Jones,
don't think we could.
he,
We don't
he
got the
doesn't
money for tires. He's
he
15
doesn't make
million.
a lot of mistakes.
I'm
Hey,
about to
He
let
really
y'all go. I
doesn't.
gotta
He's
meet
a
my daddy.
solid. He's a great decision maker. And he can shoot.
how about we send Willie to the G League?
What about Darius Garland? No,
I mean, we're
Oh,
not
they're
good,
not
huh?
gonna let him go
We're not good, huh?
because
man.
they're about Mitchell.
Yes.
Mitchell's gonna be leaving, so they're not gonna let Darius go.
All right, then
And
let's try to get Mitchell. Then
No.
Miami's looking at Mitchell.
we could
And
look at Mitchell too.
yeah, I mean,
There's not really no.
he might.
There's no guard that we could get. Let me name some of these guards. Look, Trey
But I do
Young.
like Mitchell though, Jay Black. I do like him. He went to Louisville, so I know a whole lot about him. So I would love to have him.
We don't got no. Trey Young he's not on the board, right? Trey Young?
No, he's not. No.
Okay. Chris Paul, he's older. We don't want him.
No.
I wouldn't mind having Chris Paul.
Yeah, but that doesn't
for the
make
price.
sense to get him.
Got that money too.
Like you got to think with their contracts, that's their retirement plan. Look at CJ. They're on their way out the door. They're not, so they're getting, this is their last big contract. So that's how you should think with the older players. Just
Okay.
to help out.
LaMelo,
No, they ain't gonna touch that.
Luka, no, Jamal Murray. Oh, wait, what if we offer?
They just want to chip.
Who? Okay,
Denver.
The Nuggets ain't gonna
Yeah,
make no
Jamal. Then I could. Jamal's untouchable.
I'm just reading off the names of the point guards.
move.
Ja,
Oh,
Ja Morant,
Come on. All right, now.
all right.
Russell Westbrook, Tyrese Halliburton.
Don't want no
Okay.
Russell.
Man, I wish we could have got him. All right, Darius Garland,
We not.
Mhm.
Remember we said he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Jalen Brunson.
He
With
not
with
going nowhere.
with naming these point guards, we should also add the the possibility of actually being able to obtain these
Yeah.
point guards as
Then,
well.
Everybody said
the
it's a
only one
no-no.
we could actually obtain, then I had to skip all that because I was going to say Drew Holiday, Fred Van Fleet, but Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, Malcolm is one.
Malcolm is the actually, or I think Cade Cunningham is in the doghouse, right?
No, he's not. That's not a
He ain't
He's
potential.
going.
not.
Yeah.
He's Detroit's franchise point guard. He's not going
Yeah.
Yeah, they picking him
I
up.
see some reports about him and the coaches that I might be.
They'll get rid of the coach before I guess.
Yeah.
Monty will go before Cade goes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, he was their number one pick.
What about
So
Cole Anthony?
Now he's
He's obtainable.
decent.
yeah.
He's decent. He got a lot of heart too, but I want more size, man. I want some more
You want
size.
more size.
Yeah.
They're not giving up Drew or Derek White. You're just playing against James Harden, DeJounte Murray,
Yeah, no,
Derrick
DeJounte was
Rose.
definitely
I think DeJounte Murray is the only
if we gonna get
I don't
somebody
know.
old, we gonna get Rondo, Chris Paul. Everybody else that's old.
Rondo. I don't even think Rondo is with no thing. He ain't even in the league no more.
Yeah, no, I don't think
No, he
No.
hasn't retired, but he ain't in the league. He's doing podcasts.
I say DeJounte Murray or
Donovan.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Oh yeah, no. So what is Malcolm hurt right now? I haven't heard nothing from him though.
I don't know. I don't even know yet. Is he in Milwaukee?
He
in
was
Portland.
hurt, but I don't think he's injured anymore.
Oh, he's in
probably waiting for
Portland.
that move to
They
happen.
were rebuilding over there. Yeah, get Malcolm Brogdon.
Trade.
What about Scoot? No, I'm just
We're
playing.
not getting Scoot.
We're not getting scooped.
I was kidding.
Yeah, that's out.
We were trying to get him at one point.
So it seems like
No, we were trying to get him for BI, and I told you that was I will tell you in a heartbeat that was a bad trade in my opinion. But people said that was a good trade. I didn't see that.
I think I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Don't now it's early, right, for him. And
Yeah.
I think his mentality, he a dog, so I think he's gonna improve. I think he will make it happen.
Yeah,
I
but
think down the line it probably will look like we should have made that trade. That's how I think it's gonna pan out.
that's that. So
Yeah, I mean the potential is there,
y'all
but
talking. You can't talk out the both sides. That's hedging your bet. So if you would have traded for him, that means you're in the rebuilding stage. You're looking for the future for him to grow into a person. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a championship right now.
Yeah.
If we talking championships, we got to talk right now. Does this team? We trying to do stuff to win the championship. So that's why I said. That's why I said fire Willie Green.
Yeah.
See what you got in Borrego. If Borrego don't gel with this team or something happen,
Hold on,
you could just get off of that.
they
Jay
responded
Buck, you
very
one
well.
of Willie's biggest promoters here, bro. You talk about fire Willie now, bro.
No, listen, if you want to win a championship, if you want to be average, if you want to be second round, this is what I'm a supporter because I see I know what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
If he gonna do it, this is I'm gonna tell you what it is. This is what it is.
I mean, you talk.
But I'm not going to say he's like. Listen, I'm not going to disrespect him and say, "Oh, this is that." I'm saying if you're going to fire him, what they're doing is trying to wait till his contract over. If he doesn't make a certain thing, if he don't make the conference finals, you're gonna let him walk, and then you're going to promote James Borrego next year. That's what I think they're going to do. And then
Yes,
what that now you got a new team, a new coach with a new not a new coach. He with the team for a year. Now we gonna go through this process again. Now, what if James Borrego is not the perfect fit for him? Now we gonna be doing the
I mean, that's the gamble.
same song and dance.
But that's the gamble you take when you hire
Yeah.
somebody. You got to remember.
What y'all
Willie,
think about that trade, though?
this is the third year that Willie's been here. This is year 3. He never was a head coach before. So he coming into it, he got the team, damn injuries up and down. These guys didn't get an opportunity to play together. Now that they finally get them together and they're healthy and we got a physical therapist, now it's a pinch. It's a literal pinch timeline to see if the team could perform to the level that they seen that they thought they could have. So I mean, it's all expedited.
It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure right now, y'all, man.
Exactly.
I mean, there's a lot of situations within a situation with this team, and I said everything earlier.
What's one thing that solves all the problems?
The coach.
The team being healthy.
Well, the team is healthy.
That's what it is. We don't got one thing that we all could agree on that is the problem.
It's not one thing that's the problem, though. That's the
but we only gonna do one thing. We're gonna do it right here. What is one? We could. Well, let's all of us say something because I know mine was gonna be different than everybody else's. You said
it's the players. The
health.
players own it.
You said healthy, right?
That's a big one. That's
Lex. What you say?
That's what it is.
Willie.
I mean, there's a lot of problems, but coaching. I think
that's the biggest.
Yeah, because if you know your personnel and you can bring these guys, together where they can play and play everybody everybody's talent is maximized on this team. That usually helps, but I don't feel like Willie's doing it because obviously defense that's his bread and butter. That's what he's going to go with every time, and that's what's killing him. He has to get out of that.
He's not going to get off that. But,
exactly. But I'm saying that's what's killing because it's like, dude, you have to sometimes just what you said. Sometimes your best defense is your offense.
Yes,
you know
I agree.
You have to place guys in situations for everybody to succeed to maximize the strengths of this team. Sometimes
you heard me, right? I told you Doc Rivers, man. He's Doc Rivers. Do you know the history of Doc Rivers?
I don't like Doc Rivers.
There you go.
I saw what he did with Ray Allen, and I didn't like that.
There you go.
I did not like that. That's why Ray Allen went to Miami.
Okay.
Yeah, I know about Doc.
Okay, that's probably why you don't like Willie Green. I understand it. What I say is, if you want one fixed, if you're gonna keep Willie, you get a point guard. If you're gonna move from Willie, a defensive point guard, to DeJounte Murray. If you're gonna keep him. If you're moving to the offensive style of James Borrego, you fire Willie right now.
Oh.
If you're gonna go that way and see what the team gets you. That's why it sounds like I'm hedging, but that's why I say.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm kind of confused about it, and I see what you're saying. You're looking at it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Jay Blunt.
Yeah. I'm saying if you going, you gotta link. Either you gonna go all this, and actually, mine is more like the general man. Like if he gonna go this way, tell us you gonna go this way. Show us that you gonna go that way. Be the courage of your conviction. If you're gonna live with Willie, if you're gonna help Willie out, help Willie out. But defensive guys that actually can do both sides of the ball.
All right.
If you can't do that, then you just setting Willie up to lose because Willie is going to play the defensive guys.
All right. Hold on, let me get Aramis in there, bro. Aramis, welcome on in, brother. You want to add to the conversation, bro? We got about another we'll go up to 12 o'clock, then we'll cut off. So, bro, please feel free to give your commentary.
Nah, I don't really actually have much to say. I was just gonna interjoin whenever I had to speak up about something. I wasn't even able to watch the game because I actually fell asleep early. I just now waking up. So, I did see the bad news because I just recently made a Twitter and I saw Zion got out or he went out with a leg or something contusion.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a leg contusion.
Oh damn.
Yeah, bruise.
Is it?
He'll be all right.
Are we sure?
Yeah, we're not
Uh,
sure.
Yes,
We're
we
not
have a
sure.
physical therapist.
Yes,
We
sir.
have
Not
a
sure.
physical
We're
therapist
good.
here.
We're not
Yes,
sure.
he will.
We are not sure.
Now, with the same questions to you, Aramis, what do you think is the big change we should make? We only got one change to make. What is the big change?
I mean, what are the options? What are we playing the
Any
options?
options,
you want it to
anything you want.
Well, I mean, I think right now, to be honest, it shouldn't be anything drastic in terms of firing Willie. I
Okay.
think that keeping Willie is okay. Um, I just don't see us as a championship contender right now. I do see it in our future, but right now, I think that just with the dynamic of how we are right now structured, we are so we have so many injuries every single season. And I think that's one of the biggest things that really needs to just be nipped in the bud. Like, it's become so bad that it's like even the slightest thing, it could be the smallest thing, and you could have this like bad anxiety about the situation because historically you know what comes with it. So I think that really a point guard would be a good necessary step forward just to organize our offense in a better way. That way we don't get in these slumps or we don't have these miscues or these horrible misreads. Like a point guard is going to set up our offense on a consistent level, and it's not going to have to be asked out of Willie to be more commanding on the offense or better offensively, and Brandon or Zion to interchange who's going to bring the ball up and stuff like that. I think it would be better for us going forward to get a point guard just because it's going to make things easier for our stars. They're going to be able to get in their spots better without having to, go through all this issue of figuring out, oh, who's hot right now? Should I give him the ball? Should I give this person the ball? Should I give CJ the ball? Like eh, a point guard gives us more of a floor setter. And that's why I think that going forward, we should go for a point guard or, interior defense. But I mean, it's not a necessity on the interior part because we have been playing really good defense as of late. But a point guard for me is the number one must, especially if we're gonna keep Willie as a
What
coach.
point
I think
guard
a
would you
point
go
guard.
for?
What point guard would I go for? I mean,
Yeah.
I like DeJounte. He is actually one of my favorite point guards. Darius Garland, I like him, but I know that's not really actually possible because
Yeah.
he's Cleveland's franchise point guard.
Mhm.
Malcolm Brogdon, I would be fine because I think he is a better floor setter than CJ. I think that whenever he was in Boston, he had that perfect role of like knowing when to score and knowing when to feed the guys around him. So I think Malcolm Brogdon would be good. It would be less money, so it wouldn't be basically like us having to like take out a fork and a leg. So Malcolm Brogdon would be good.
Hey, what about John Wall or Derrick Rose?
John Wall would not be good. Just
Derrick Rose is on the bench.
I
I
love
think
John
Derrick
Wall.
Rose is hurt. I
Yeah,
think Derrick Rose is hurt.
Derrick
Rose
Rose,
banged
yeah.
up, man. He just
And he's mentoring Ja,
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's what he did for.
that's his role, main
Memphis,
role.
yeah, is not gonna let go of Derrick just because of his mentorship right now with Ja, yeah, like y'all said. But John Wall, no. I love John Wall, prime John Wall, but John Wall now, I'm good.
And what
I
about
could do without
what
him.
about my man from back in the G, man, Tyreek Evans, man.
They ain't letting him back in no league. They ain't letting him back in the league,
Tyreek
man.
was that
What
brother.
Hey,
They ain't letting Tyreek back in the league,
That
man.
what do you
was
all?
Tyreek
fire.
Evans.
That was shots fired. Well, you got
Yeah.
that one.
We
So,
trying to
I
give
just
forks and dreams over here.
That's my dog.
I just thought about somebody
Tyreek Evans,
because
my
I
dog.
know
That was shots fired. But all right,
Dennis Schroeder just
Ooh,
was
where's
taken
he at?
Schroeder.
Where's
Dennis
he at?
Nice.
he was just taken out of the starting lineup for
Toronto.
Raptors?
Toronto,
Yep.
and Quickly is in there now.
Okay.
Do you all think it would be possible to get him because he's
Of course.
been running that team, pretty good, and
Yeah.
when he played for Germany, like he was really doing his thing. But I think he would actually be kind of nice, and he can shoot. He's a defensive dog.
What's the money?
I don't know. I'd have to see that. I just mentioned him because
Yeah.
I know he's not starting anymore.
12.4.
Were you bringing that up?
12.4.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Then he's out of the.
2 years.
Unless they could take CJ. You
yeah,
see when I say to CJ, I'm not like picking on CJ. What it is his
I'm not
money.
looking at it like that.
His money is a lot, and either you gonna do CJ or you gonna do Larry Nance, because I think or you gonna do Big V. Those are big guys. We ain't gonna do that. I don't think so, unless we getting a big guy in return.
We can do
And
what Cody getting. What Cody Zeller get?
I think he probably 5, probably.
Probably do like a Kyron or Cody, probably too.
Well, what does that come up
Well,
to?
that's the case. We could
Kyron
go-
is Cody.
We could go after a Killian Hayes or somebody on Detroit for a guard.
And right now they're trying to build around what's his name, Barnes.
Yeah, Scott Barnes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
They in a rebuilding mode.
Yeah.
If they gonna rebuild,
So
we need to pick somebody off that team that. I wanted Precious as a Chewett, but they sent him to the Knicks. I would wanted a versatile big that they want to run around for defense, and he's cheap. I think he's cheap. I don't know. Huh?
You got one. He just don't give no playing time.
Who?
James Robinson Earl.
They ain't gonna play him yet. He's okay. He's decent.
Look, and he could shoot.
They ain't gonna play him. They if they was gonna do it, they would have did it already. And he played some minutes.
We've been saying about Willie Green. Willie Green is probably the greatest coach we ever had, besides Byron Scott. Byron Scott.
Oh no, man! I don't know. You say greatest coach?
No.
Wow, that's a crazy statement to say.
What?
I say one of the most, besides Byron Scott and Monty
What?
Williams.
No, you can't. I'm thinking about it. Like, who is the better coach?
Huh?
Oh my God!
I'm talking about for the Pelicans.
Are you serious? No, I'm trying to think. Nah, man, you got me thinking over here.
It's either Byron Scott or Monty Williams.
Yeah, I go
Either
Byron.
one of them two.
I'm a surprise. I go Byron than Stan.
Stan Van Gundy.
Yep.
Stan is. I think Stan is our best coach.
Yeah, it just wasn't. If he had another year, he would have.
We didn't go nowhere with Stan though.
But
he didn't get along with Bi.
He
didn't get along with Bi.
Yeah, that's all it was. But
Yeah,
a good coach.
because a lot of people were trying to say it was Zion, and he had no problem with him and stuff.
Yeah, it was Bi.
I'm as far as like coaching wise, like we went to maybe the playoffs or something like that.
Yeah, we went to the playoffs.
So that's my best coaches. Like it was either Monty Williams, Byron Scott, or Willie Green. That's my most top 3.
Okay. If you're just gonna say accolades, okay.
Yeah, but you got to understand too. Like if you put
Damn, that's terrible. That's some
teams-
terrible coaching. Sorry. I'm about to go into. That's some terrible coaching, man. I'm sorry, man. No, I ain't going. My bad. That's our best.
That's our problem.
That's depressing.
No, because Monty
depressed.
is a replication of
Willie, yeah.
Yeah, they're like a mirror image of each other.
That's
I
all
don't know. Man, I wouldn't go that far. I think Monty do different.
3 wins.
I think Monty different.
A lot of the things, if you even listen to what the things Willie says, he repeats things that Monty has said.
Yep.
I got to look up that. I never seen it.
And he does things that Monty does too.
Yeah.
You know, but his most famous one is I'm not gonna call you out, I'm calling you up. That's one of the
So the
biggest.
guys, I'm not
Okay.
gonna call
That's a
the
classic,
bar.
by the way.
Call
That's
the
a
bar.
That's a
There you
classic.
go.
classic.
Okay, so hey, I'm just
Really?
saying, I be
Okay.
listening to these, you know.
Okay. Thank
But
you.
you have to realize, any coach that we have for a long time, they'll start off as heroes and they're gonna turn to villains. That's how it is, man. I just see that like that. Willie was a hero at first when
I
he took
feel
him
like
to the playoffs,
yeah.
but now he's a villain
Playing.
because everybody see him and everybody understands his limitations.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
coaches pick him apart. Oh Lord, like pick him apart.
Yeah, but
That's
I heard
all.
I'm
That's
telling you,
all my
it,
buddies. All my buddies be telling me they be like, yeah, bro, you was high on Willie. I said, yeah, bro, I know I was fooled, bro. I was.
yeah,
I
see,
was.
Sam ain't gonna be lost.
Well, the thing is,
41
no,
games.
he had never been a head coach before.
Monty Williams. Okay, well, shit.
I,
Let's
I,
see.
I just
But
Yeah,
nah,
so our best coach is
he
Brian,
reminds me of. I keep saying it. He
bro.
reminds me of Doc Rivers, man.
We lost to
What? If we had the whole team hurt, he'll overachieve. But when we
who?
have all our players back, he underachieves. I think that could be the reason that everybody's upset. He's
It's a good
underachieving with
problem,
all
but
the
it's a bad
horrible. I
problem.
mean, it's
people
500.
here. Huh?
Because having everybody healthy and having everyone back, that's actually supposed to be a good problem to have.
To
But
be over 500, to be as high as we are, we was like I think we 21-15. The thing
yeah,
is that we blew too many leads, so everybody looking at them like we supposed to be up like into like the 30s right now. We supposed to be like a 30. I don't even know where we're supposed to be right now. I would say we're supposed to be at least 27-9 or something. People would be more acceptable if it was a 27-9. But since we're 21-15, I believe,
mhm.
people get upset.
We never
I
get.
just say it's the court. We going.
We never get the coaches that I want. Like I wanted that dude.
Email.
Yeah,
Email.
man.
Yeah,
And then
I,
like
I
I
do
I
want it though.
actually liked him.
I
You know,
do. I want an email.
we needed that aggression. You know
yeah.
he went into
You see, he was
Boston
going
his
at it
first
with
year
LeBron.
and got them all the way to the finals, man.
He
I
was going at
mean,
it with LeBron.
that's something that what's his name had problems doing. Who was the coach before? What's his
He's
name? He
the
came
he's the
from
general manager now.
Butler. Yeah, I know. He came from Butler. He was a head
Yeah,
coach at Butler College.
But you think he may even
his
went at
name?
it with LeBron. He a competitor.
that's it.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. That's beautiful. We need that. We need to
Yeah.
get mean. We need to get that killer.
The thing is, now when we went, I had a different take because I wasn't up here when we went on when we lost to Houston and lost to Memphis. Those were two aggressive teams back to back. I thought we played aggressive against Utah. We played tough because we played two tough teams,
Yeah.
defensive minded teams, and I think they was called out because I think Willie Green did call them out.
Yeah, I
He
bet he
said they
did.
played
Like
soft for
how?
some
What
and
does
play
that
with.
mean? Hey
He,
guys, we gotta come out here and we gotta play harder.
no. He said y'all got to play with force. He always
Yes.
used the force.
Yeah,
That's
He
how did
always
only
he
say
say
play with
force?
force.
that's
You
only
have
when
to
it's
play
going
with
bad
force.
though.
Did he do that in monotone?
I don't know. I think he called them out that
He
game.
raised his voice, Lex. Come on. He
He
raised
did.
Yeah, I think he raised his voice.
a little bit.
No, I'm really serious. I
What
think he.
was it like when he was running down the court when he
No. He don't show past.
when he reporter after reporter called him out?
Yeah.
Was it like that?
That's what I'm
Nah,
saying.
No, not really.
he
Okay, all right.
he
I just
don't be
wanted
that
to know what
passionate.
level you're talking about.
It's above the normal gray line area. Like he plays the gray line. He don't want to offend a lot of people.
We don't need to. We just need people that's gonna keep it real for
Hey,
our
who's
fans.
eating?
Not me.
Is it good?
Oh, my bad, y'all.
I'm weak.
Well, I just think I don't think it. Me personally, I say there's a lot of things to fix on this team. It's not one fix, but if we going to do one, we got to all be on unison in it. Like we all over the place. If now if I push back on the if everybody's not injured, if everybody is playing perfectly, I think Willie Green will underachieve. I think he will underachieve with all our starts, and that's evident by how people are talking about him, even when he wins. Yeah, I think he underachieves even if he wins. That's why I was pushing back, like saying, like this league, give him some time, let him win and I'm a support if you win. But if you lose, I'm not. I call out the flaws if you lose. Mine's is simple in that if we win, there's no such thing as a ugly win to me.
Yeah.
Winning is winning.
This is how he lose.
But how he loses, now that's something different. The blown
Yeah, you
double
talk about
digit,
that all the time, Jay Black.
the
Those blown
double
leads.
digit. Yeah,
It's like,
that irks me.
sometimes I wonder at halftime, what in God's name did y'all talk about? What did y'all discuss? Anybody? I've even asked the panel, like, hey man,
Oh, Chris Paul hurt.
I think
He done.
I think he asked the players like, "What you think?" Oh, all right, but yeah, we'll go with that. That's what he probably say. We'll just go with that.
I think
He one of them coaches. Oh yeah,
and it seems like ain't nobody trying to help. Like, God, I don't know, man. What's
I think at halftime that what they talk about is normal things that he talk. You know how we picking up on cues that he says for us and y'all good human not who say good human beings. That's the GM.
Griffin.
Yeah.
That's Griffin.
See, this is
He
crazy.
has another saying. We get used to his sayings because his sayings is repetitive. So he's not an inspiration. He's not a motivator. He's not a motivator. But Borrego is the motivator. So that's why unless he should let that's what I've been saying. But he will not relinquish his spot on offense to let James Borrego be a motivator. Just take a back seat to that.
It's called insecurity because he knows he's not good at that. And if he does that, then
you saying he's threatened by James Borrego?
I don't.
Yeah, probably.
That's my thing.
Maybe subtly.
I don't think he is, because why would he hire James Borrego in the first place if he was going to be insecure about like
that don't
any
add up.
slight thing of hand? Like I just don't see
nothing
why.
that Willie says adds up, man.
I'm
He'll
just
say,
saying.
yeah, we played well for 3 quarters and we didn't play well for 3 quarters. You know what I'm saying?
It was more of a. I would blame this. No. I would think this was on the players. This game wasn't on the players.
Yeah, I was gonna ask y'all what do y'all think was the reasoning as to why we played so poor tonight? I didn't see the game.
The energy
but I saw
wasn't
the
there.
Score.
The energy.
Yeah,
So you attribute that to the players or to the coach?
Don't take no damn
No, I mean obviously the players have to play with energy, but I say that all the time. They got to play with some energy, so it's not the coaching. But like I said, that second quarter when he brought in that lineup, that really didn't help.
You talking about the Jose, the Dyson?
That's when they went on that run.
Herb, BI, and
it ain't take no time.
But we was missing a lot of shots though that we normally make.
And when you miss shots, what you supposed to do?
Get rebounds.
Rebounding.
Well, you not.
The thing is,
with the philosophy in NBA and just best fundamental basketball period. You know
go
how
to the rack.
Thank you. You got to figure. You got to figure a way to get there, and you got to hit one.
Now it was kind of forcing us to shoot though.
I know, but
Bro,
you
gotta
don't supposed
We
to
were
go with
taking
what
too
they.
many
So
shots.
the
figure
so
we
you're saying the defense dictated to us to shoot a jump shot. You don't take what the defense give you. Sometimes you say,
Well,
"Fuck that!
well, you
I'm
can.
going to get a foul."
if the
And
shots aren't falling from
if
outside,
the shots are
you
fall,
have no
yeah.
other
Can and
choice.
put some
You got no
shooters
other
in.
choice. You got no choice. If the three ball not falling, live by the three, die by the three. Pelican three ball wasn't falling for him tonight. If it's not falling for you, you have one other option. You know what you got to do. And that's what
Put
you
some,
got to figure out. But the
put some
thing is,
shooters in.
talk about the coaching, we could talk about the players. The coach is on top of the players, bro. That's my philosophy is, were these guys prepared? If they weren't prepared, that's the coach. It's the coach's job to get these guys ready to go, man. I don't care about whether or not what happened with Minnesota and they beat the hell out of Minnesota. It's the coach's
Okay.
job. It's the coach's job to get them ready for the next game, Jay.
Yep.
There's no back to back. They had some time in there to rest up and get ready to go. It was at their hometown. They had an opportunity to make something shake against a team that they knew was going to come up in there and be prepared. We knew they were going to be prepared because we talked
Yeah.
about it in the preview. So I mean, my perspective is it's the coach from the top down. And if the players not showing up, you got to get the right players in there to show up and handle the business. You can't let guys go in there with no half energy. They wasn't pushing the pace like they were supposed to.
No,
Clippers
you
had
could tell
that pace
from the
where they were
jump.
supposed to. So that's what I'm saying. And Lex makes points about Willie, and I protect Willie. And I know because Willie, this is his third year. He don't got a lot of time. People gonna talk about, well, the injuries to the team, they weren't effective, together all this time, and you finally whatever, man. That's just how it happened. It happened that way. He got to get these guys on the same page while they can right now, because they're evaluating right now. They're watching. And we know that if these people, and it's more than just that on the court, these people want a new building. They're not going to get no new damn building unless they start winning. So it's pressure all the way around with Zion, BI, and all this stuff. So that's a great point. The roles what roles do they have here? It's a lot of stuff that they got to fix and iron out. And this stuff that they got to happen on the court, he has to figure that out. That's on Willie. I don't think he's insecure about Borrego. My thoughts on that. I think he figures Borrego is going to help him here, but he needs to come up out of his thought process, man. And hopefully they put some pressure on him, even more pressure on him, so he won't be as desperate to keep going with this defensive first philosophy.
Be open to changes.
And maybe can have more of a shorter leash on CJ McCollum. Why don't you? I mean, he just marches down at times and just jacks up shots most of the time. Some of the times they're going.
He's encouraged to do that.
He's
encouraged. He's encouraged to do that.
CJ is in his ear, though. CJ's a politician.
That's my
I think
problem, though. Like I like CJ, and I get that sometimes when he's got it going. Like let's say Memphis, he had it going in Memphis or playing against Memphis. When he's got it going, like he's lights out. He's a showstopper. He's fun to watch. But when he's just chucking up shots and missing, and it's like boink, boink, boink. It's like, all right, well, let's move on to something different. Let's not just chuck up shots.
No, see that's not gonna happen because it's my turn, you turn. CJ is
that besides Willie, bro. Who controls that by Willie? The CJ McCollum's card when he's not cooking like that. If he's got the hot hand, that's a different thing. If Herb got the hot hand, we feed the hot hand. That's common sense, right? But
that is common sense to us, but that's not common sense to him.
Because he's done that. He lets the guys that have the hot hand ride the hot hand. There were been guys when games where Valanciunas was getting going, and he would work through Valanciunas. It was games when I seen him ride the hot hand with BI. Well, BI had it cooking. He feeds the ball to BI. And then
yes, that's recent. That's recent.
But
what he normally
I do
still
think
an example that he does adhere to ride the hot hand.
But I think that's a tribute to just his mindset, though. I think that he sees himself as like just basically that overall leader. Like whenever like a game is happening, it's down the stretch, and they're down, and people are missing shots. He feels like it's his job to make those shots, and it's like maybe that'll get the energy into our top stars and stuff like that. But my thing is like it's not always that. Sometimes you just gotta feed BI. Sometimes you just gotta feed Zion.
Bro,
like,
listen, did they? Let me ask
that's
y'all.
a point guard mindset.
Well, let me ask y'all this: was
there
a player tonight with Zion Williamson? Was there a matchup that the Clippers gave Zion? I mean, seriously, what I'm saying, the matchup for him against Zion. Was there anybody that could have matched up Zion tonight?
No, they was They was walling up though. They was walling up,
He
and
was getting to the line.
Bro,
yeah,
that wasn't
he
the
They
just
was
stopped
doing
doing
that.
it.
But that wasn't the case all the time, Jay. They was what
Yeah,
they were doing. That wasn't the case all the time. The
I
Pelicans
know.
were operating through BI. Now listen, we know that the Clippers' main game mindset was to stop Brandon Ingram because he kills
Yes,
him. They played
yeah.
over. So their main priority was to stop BI. If anybody was going to beat us, it wasn't going to be this guy. So we would take him away, and whatever the Pelicans do outside of that, we would adjust. But their main mindset was to take BI away, and the Pelicans couldn't adjust. So what you said, somebody, Lex, I think she said it. Willie was playing chess and Tyron was playing chess. I mean,
Checkers.
and the other
Yeah,
guy was playing chess. So yeah, you're right. That guy rolled that out there. Not only did he they literally just showed the NBA how to deal with the Pelicans. So they're gonna have to.
Nah, I don't think so.
One
I ain't gonna go that far.
one thing I said,
Because
like,
You're not gonna
no,
go that far when they
no.
bro. Listen, did you watch the first quarter of that game?
Yes, I did.
Did you see the second quarter of that game? You gonna sit up here and tell me that those adjustments didn't have a serious impact on the game?
That's dictated by the players and how they're playing. And this my
That's
turn, your
dictated-
turn.
No. That's dictated by the coach who told the players what to do. That's
Yeah,
coach,
but
Hold on.
players dictate the game. The coach can tell you what to do, but
Bro.
the players has a responsibility to go out there. So
whose philosophy they're operating with, bro. They're not going out there with their own shit. They're operating to lose philosophy. That's his philosophy. That's his game plans. That's what I'm talking about. They're operating his game plan. His plans on the Pelicans. He did the scouting report. He figured out what he needed to do to stop the Pelicans dead in their tracks. And he had all kind of plans and all kind of backups just in case they didn't adjust to what needed to happen. And the Pelicans did not adjust. They stopped the Pelicans in the second half. They scored 15 points in the second quarter, and the other people scored 30, bro. That was a major impact on the game, bro. So when you talk about players on the court, that's one thing, but that's
the
Tyron.
players was missing shots. It was a lot of open shots.
No, bro, but I hear you with that, but them threes ain't gonna always fall, bro.
I wasn't talking about the threes. No. Listen, the open shots wasn't the threes. The open shots were the mid ranges. The mid ranges is what we was missing. We normally makes our mid ranges, but we didn't make it tonight. Huh?
Have nothing to do with that.
Huh?
The Clippers they wasn't playing defense on those shots.
Some of the shots, but most of the shots was still but there was some clean shots, man.
You did the Clippers have something to do with the Pelicans making shots tonight?
Yes, but not mainly. No. I would say yes. I would say yes overall, but not make them shots was not just make. This is a make or miss league. It was a make or miss league, and we didn't make. And it right or wrong. The players play off of their energy of making shots.
Jay Black, it's a copycat league, dude. It's a copycat league, or isn't it?
Yeah, but that's only if you have the players. Bro. If you don't have the players, you can't copy. You can't copy a James Harden step back all day. You can't copy that. You can't copy a Joel Embiid. You can't copy a Halliburton.
You pinpointed to players. I'm talking about teams, man, and philosophies. It's a copycat league. These guys, they copy stuff off it. They take things. We do that to teams when we play in. We go and look at how teams beat another team and see if we can incorporate that into our style of play to slow the team down. We do that.
Yes.
Talking about.
That's what we do. What does Willie do? What does Willie do?
Yourself. You're not. Willie's part of the NBA, bro. They all do the same thing, man.
No, they all don't do the same thing. Then we have all the same coaches.
You're not getting the point, bro. Use your imagination. Okay. Use your imagination. What I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is they all do the same things. They copy little pieces from each other. They'll watch other games where another team beat another team, and they'll see if they can take that and incorporate it into their game plan. We know they're not exactly twins. That's not what's going on. But we know that they take pieces of information and they incorporate it into their game plan. That's
absolutely.
Bro. You agree with that?
I agree with that.
Okay, we good.
We talked about it.
Go ahead, Lex. And
I was gonna say, like, one thing, Terrence, man. I mean, and maybe Kawhi, but one thing that would have been nice is if they would have thrown some lobs. They were there all night. I mean, that's one thing that we don't incorporate because we didn't get easy shots. And I think it's really sad that, I feel like other teams, they get easy shots, but we don't. I mean, there's not a lot of work incorporated into getting these shots, but that's one thing that we have to improve upon. Really finding those matchups where it's like a huge mismatch, because I know, like, we all saw when Lonzo was here.
I was just about. Oh
and-
my God, I was just about to say.
Yeah, and Zion would just roll off the back. That was there
Half court,
all
full
the
court.
time,
Yeah.
half court,
Mhm.
wherever. Like that, those are easy shots to get the energy up, to change momentum. Like we're not seeing those type of shots, and they're there. Even with what's his name?
We ain't got nobody that can throw it though.
Trigger.
That's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with him. It's like, those things are there. If the shot's not dropping, like, we gotta find a way to get easy shots. Man, that's an easy shot right there.
Yeah.
Easy shot to change momentum. You go up. Obviously, they were fouling. They were calling, those fouls, when Zion was going in the lane. But man, those things right there, I wish we would do more of that because it's there. But and I don't know if you all see it, but the
I
timing.
wish Zion was
as
shooting
soon-
more too.
as soon as they're they turn around, it's too late. It's like they have a small window to
Yeah.
exploit that mismatch, but they always throw it down there late, or they don't throw it down there at all.
Zion be like,
But
fuck
I
it.
just wish they would do that, more to get easier shots.
You
Zion
know
be
what I
working.
wish? You know what I wish that the Pelicans would do, and specifically Zion, develop a mid-range shot.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, seriously, bro. What? I mean, you're
Second.
getting beat the hell up, and then we hoping and praying that the referees are going to call the game fair. Didn't they show us that they're not going to call it fair for you?
Yeah.
I mean, so wouldn't it be smarter for you to develop a mid-range shot? And we talked about this before, but I want to see it in the game, man.
I
I mean,
think
when the guys now I want y'all to comment on this, and this will be the last thing, then we'll leave. But when Zion gets the ball, bro, and he's moving toward the iron, bro, the guy that's guarding him is backing up. And it's usually it's like at least 5 feet between him and the defender, and they're backing up to crowd up the lane because they know where he's going. Now I know Zion is fantastic. I know that some of the times he gets around those guys and get a tough layup, or if he gets in there strong enough, he'll dunk the ball. But I'm saying, for the interest of longevity and not us waiting for the referee to finally call it, wouldn't it be smart for Zion Williamson? And I know and we've seen him shoot it in practice, but we need to see that mid range, bro. That'll make the game a lot easier for him. It would make it if he hits it, Jay, and I'm just Jay, I want you to answer next. But if he starts hitting that shot, that'll draw those guys out to him, and it'll have he can kind of go around and it'll make the game easy for him. What y'all think about that?
I think it would be 10 times easier. But the thing is, they literally listen to what Willie Green says. He went good to great. His great shot is a layup. So he don't take I swear he don't take him. I don't know why he don't take him. I think he goes by the letter. I'm trying to, because I know we all see that he could take the jump shot. We all see when he takes it, he'll miss one or two, but he'll make one. But he don't take a lot. I probably remember 4 or 5 jump shots this whole season.
Yeah.
I think he took like 4 or 5 this whole season.
Actually,
Most of them are
Clippers. Against the Clippers, he took quite a few jump shots. That first game, I was actually surprised he didn't take them in this game.
Yeah, man.
Most teams dare him to take the mid range
And the
so
shot
they can
looks
play
nice,
up.
too.
But he still scores effectively. So that's a real hard one. But I would say I wish he would.
Good.
I wish he would. I need him to bring versatility to his office because he can do it. I don't know if he believes in himself. He's 23. Somebody should talk to him.
Yeah.
Inspire him. There you go. We're gonna go right back to Willie, the circle of Willie to me. He's not an inspirational guy. He's more of even kill guy. If he's even killed, you ain't gonna be able to motivate. You need to be a motivator, especially against these guys, especially with this team. You need a motivation because they're young guys. You can motivate them, or you could just have them play like this.
And then you still want to develop your stars, because everybody's being developed. I know they go down to G League, but even in the NBA nowadays, nobody's really coming in fully ready. Everybody's being developed, so you got to develop your stars, man.
Yeah, I mean I feel the same way, man. Hey, that'll open up so much more. Imagine him making them Embiid mid ranges and stuff. Now they scared for him to pull up on the mid range, and now he can just burst right by him because they gonna try to close out so hard. It's just like a 3-point shooter, ones that shoot them as 3-pointers like Trey Murphy. They're gonna close out real hard because they mastered that shot, and that's a you can do whatever you want with him because he got a handle too. If he can get it with a nice quick move, yeah, that'll make it a lot easier for him. That'll make it a lot easier. He got the touch for it too. Yeah. But back in the lob and the things about the lobs, we ain't got nobody to throw no lobs to him. That's why we don't throw him. I mean, but who the best passer? I mean, is it between other than I know Zion pretty good passer. Dyson, but I mean, he's not on the floor all the time. BI, it'd probably be BI, but even his passes get a little wild. So yeah,
Yeah, no, I don't think nobody on this team passes like Lonzo though.
We'll say that. Not a lot of people.
Nobody's throwing anything from midcourt.
Oh no, I remember that. I remember that one against the Rockets.
I mean, he did that. That was a regular. That was
I remember that one against the Rockets. Zion called it over James Harden head.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, well, fam, listen, we about to get ready to go. And I said I was gonna get out at about 12, man, but you got
excited, Big Q. It's all right. We
I
heard the conviction.
gotta blame Jay Black. Jay Black bring it out of me. Brother, man.
Good job, Jay Black. Good job, man.
Black woke me up over here. I'm over here dozing off, and Jay Black kind of helped me out, brother. So
that's what the Pelicans need in the locker room.
Yeah,
that's good. Get mad at each other. Because that's what championship teams, they weren't being nice. They were fighting. I've been listening to these stories, man. They talk about that. Kobe and Shaq were going at it.
Miami Heat just a couple seasons ago.
Yeah, they was good. They go at it, man. Shoot, even with the
Boston
the Warriors.
Yep, Warriors.
Knocking
people out in practice right now.
Willie ain't gonna let that happen, bro. Willie gonna
he trying to contain everything, contain emotions and stuff.
No, he just gonna point at the banner behind us together.
Oh shoot! Don't even, man. That's awful. That's awful, man. This ain't our rehearsal. This is basketball. We trying to compete, man.
So if we put Trey in the starting, would that improve the team?
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Man,
I hear that. So I just sent the question out there.
It improves the dynamic. Okay, so like offensively, you are going to have more weapons. You're going to have more spacing, but then you also have to understand the fact that defensively, it's not going to be the same as with Herb. Herb, the thing is he's versatile because he can give you the amount of defense that he does have, with also those random kind of Euro steps to the lane where he's making these nice little layups and stuff like that. And sometimes he can also give you 3-pointers. But the thing is it's not at a consistent rate as we thought it would be. But with Trey, you get the 3-point shooting, the ability to also enter the lane. He's also a lob threat. So you have these things, these possibilities of
better rebounder too.
Exactly. You have all these things, the potential when it comes to offensively, it's going to be more improved. Defensively, though, you also have to understand that's going to also not be the same as if you had Herb on the in the starting unit. So I mean, there's positives and there's negatives, but the thing is regardless of who you choose in the starting unit, you're gonna have to understand you're gonna be losing something regardless of who you put in.
Is it more positive or more negative?
I think more
Well,
positive.
we need to try it first to even see if we can, to determine if it's a positive or a negative.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
haven't tried it.
I
And
think it
that's
would
the
be
thing
more
about
positive.
trying things,
Yeah, I actually think that'd be
breaking
pretty
routine.
Yeah,
Huh?
I agree, Lex. I think that actually having Trey in there, and I like her, but bringing Trey into the starting lineup definitely that would definitely wake things up offensively.
Yeah, I
And
think it's worth a try. We in order to really know.
Trey's also shown actually a willingness and also improved on defense. So it's
Oh no,
not like
he's not. No, he's solid. He's
it's not
solid.
like we're saying anything's super drastic, but I mean, like with Trey in the lineup, there is definitely more potential, more opportunities for both Bi and Zion. So like you have all this spacing that you don't have with her. So with that, there's already a inept possibilities with him being on the floor. Like it improves your floor drastically.
I got a different question then. All right.
J-Beck, I'm sorry, brother, could this be the last one?
This is the last one. This is the last one. You're right. This is the last one. I gotta go to sleep anyway. We don't change it. How about doing it at the start of the third quarter though? Instead of doing it, we could try it and see how it is in the third quarter. Like Trey Murphy to come out of the halftime to spark the unit if they're not doing good. That's the question. What should we do it as the start of the game or the third quarter, or just do it both? That's the question.
Well, it depends how it works. I mean, you have to see it. You know what I'm saying?
I think the start of the game.
Yeah, set the tone, bro.
Yeah, set the tone right. If you're gonna do it, do it all the way. Start it from the jump.
I actually like that. I think that's a pretty good idea. And plus with Herb
There's no
sliding
harm
to the
in
bench,
trying it either.
you're right. I think it'll definitely add a spark to the offense, no doubt about it. And then Herb coming up off the bench, man, with who else we got coming off the bench? All the defensive guys on the bench.
All the defensive guys.
All the defensive guys gonna be coming up off the bench, bro. Larry, Jose, Dyson.
Well, they would mix it. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't just be all because
Right.
of
They're gonna stack.
rotations, but because you want to have a balance or some type of balance. You don't want to just have all defense and no offense. I mean,
Sad we won't see it, but good thought though.
Yeah.
Good thoughts.
I mean, but that's
good enough to try it, though.
that's the creativity part, man. Being open to trying new things, and Willie doesn't do that.
Nope.
He's gonna stick with the same thing, and
And we're gonna win some games because we're very talented, but we definitely gonna lose some big ones.
All right. Well, y'all listen, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for keeping it lively, man. Shout out to Mose and the rest of the family members. I know he just jumped off. Jay Black, Aramis, Brother Don, DJ, DC cut out, man. So I think he has
where he was at.
Yeah, I think he has some plantain pudding to get together for Saturday. So
no, he's getting ready for his premiere too.
Oh yeah. I congratulate him every day. I send him a poster of his video every day.
Y'all go see that. One Love.
One
coming
Love.
out in February.
It's Valentine's Day, I think it is. It's One Love is coming out on, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I go check my movie out on BoosieMovie.com. I'm an actor. I don't know if y'all knew, but I'm an actor. Me and Boosie, we did a film. My brother, he the producer, $1 Million Key. I play character Jerry on the film No Honor, Loyalty, or Love on BoosieMovie.com. So y'all go check that out.
All right, Don, shout out to you, brother.
All right.
You can follow me on Instagram too, YBG_D0N.
Put it in the chat.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, thank you.
All right, fam. So with that being
Hey,
said,
yo, Lex, bro, we got to chat, bro, because I got some people that team that trying to get rid of. So yeah, we got to talk.
Okay.
I just threw it in the chat, I think.
All right. Hold on. You sure, brother? I didn't see it on there. Did you?
Yeah, I didn't see it. I don't see
No,
nothing.
you put it in the wrong chat, bro. Put it in the YouTube chat, bro. You put it in a private chat.
Mm.
Yeah, you got
But
put it.
with that being said, bro, y'all go ahead. Happy New Year to everybody. We had a bad loss today, tonight. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share the show. If you are a New Orleans Pelican fan, you know what I'm saying. We lost, but hey, we're gonna keep our high. I mean, we're gonna keep our highs and lows up.
Okay, what?
And,
You're not high, are you?
Nah, let them cook. Let them cook, man. Just let them cook, man. Let them cook, man.
And but with that being said, with that being said, if anybody talk about our Pelicans, you tell them in a New Orleans Pelicans accent to get the flock out of here and go flock yourself.
There you go.
Shout out to y'all, man.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps